Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. But wait, something isn't right. That's right, folks. It is I, Miranda, who is in the DM chair today. Ha ha ha! Okay, enough of that. It's time for another D&D one-shot where our players are invited to a wondrous masquerade ball. And who are our masked individuals? Well, let's have them introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Becca and I play Betty Walker, the Ranger.
Hello there. My name is Todd, and I am playing Bo Walker, the Ranger.
Yo, what up? I'm Dylan. I'm playing Drake Mallard, the Druid.
So because with one-shots, I always find that we play the one-shots, but we don't really get to experience the lore of our characters. We go through all this effort filling out the character sheets, we make these characters, we play these characters, but then that's it, the end. So I decided to pull some questions together. So for you guys, as the players, I want you to answer these questions in character, which is going to be really exciting.
Right?
Yeah. Bo Walker, what is your most distinguishing feature?
I would say it's probably my inability to read a fucking room, because there's a lot of times that I'm just looking around. I'm happy to be alive. You know, man, the sky's so blue. The trees are so green. Man, God bless Lathander.
Drake Mallard, what would you consider to be your most distinguishing feature?
My charming wits and my clever nature. Yes, I'm a very clever wizard, yes. You see that because I'm wearing a wizard outfit, right?
Love it. Betty, what is your most distinguishing feature?
I would say my most distinguishing feature is my hair. I've always been made fun of it because it's long, curly, and red.
Oh, ain't that just sweet? Betty, also, what kind of clothing do you wear normally?
Well, usually things that are good for working on the farm. It's really hard to wear, like, fancy shit when you're dealing with, like, cows and pigs.
So it's like my sister said, when you're out there working on the farm, the most important thing is to protect your legs, because there are a lot of times that when you're gutting these sons of bitches, they fight back. So you want to protect yourself, but also, you know, when you're walking through the high grass, there's this little thing we call stickers. And when they stick to you, oh, some bitch, they fucking hurt.
Drake, question for you. Same thing. What kind of clothing do you wear normally?
As a studied man of the arcane nature, I do wear long, flowing robes of elegant fashion, you know.
Betty, do you have any nicknames or titles or anything that somebody may call you?
No. My name is Betty. You can't really shorten that too much.
What about you, Bo?
Oh, my only nicknames are handsome, that guy over there, and sometimes people call me Hey You.
Drake?
I could go into a long spiel about the many nicknames I had in Wizard College, but I won't. Some do include Stud and a Nice Ass, but that was such a long time ago now.
Betty, what do you perceive as your greatest strength and your greatest weakness?
You think I'm going to tell you what my greatest weakness is? You are crazy. Also, I'm a really good shot with a bow and arrow.
What about you, Bo? What's your greatest strength and your greatest weakness?
Well, shit. My greatest strength is my ability to discern night from day. I'm pretty good with the pigs. I've been working with them for a long time. My greatest weakness, man, I ain't really that good at reading. But I like the pictures.
Drake, same question. Greatest strength and your greatest weakness.
I would say my greatest strength is my natural talent in the arcane nature. And my greatest weakness? Lying, yes. I'm very bad at that.
Good to know. Hey, Betty, what would you die for?
But I would die for my family, if it meant that they could be saved.
How wholesome. Bo, what would you die for?
Again, I gotta agree with Betty on this one. Family and the Lord Lathander. I'd die for him because I'm gonna see him when I die, and I die for my family because I love him so much.
Oh, it's quite obvious to preserve the studies of the arcane nature and obviously my esteemed pets, the ducks.
The ducks. Hey, Betty, what are your most annoying habits?
I don't have annoying habits.
Not even one?
Bullshit.
I don't. No matter what Bo says.
Oh, well, okay. Go to Bo there. Most annoying habits.
How smart I am, and how I'm always right, and and other good stuff I'm at.
All right. Drake, what are your most annoying habits?
Prattling on about the arcana can get quite annoying for those of my colleagues in the capital, but I must do it to preserve my intelligence, you see.
Okay. Hey, Betty, if you were given your favorite dish, do you savor the taste of it, or are you gonna scarf it down?
Probably scarf it down. Why wait?
What? And just curiosity killed the cat here. What is your favorite dish?
Probably biscuits and gravy.
Ooh, classic. Bo, same question to you. If you were given your favorite dish, what is it, and would you scarf it down or savor it?
I'm sorry. Why would I save it? Is it dying?
No, sorry, savor it. Savor.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't understand the question.
Would you, how do I rephrase it? Would you take the moment to soak in the taste and the wondrous flavors of that dish?
Wait, am I eating it or trying to marry it?
Eat it?
Well, I reckon I'd scarf it down. I don't know what's wrong with you. Trying to make it all sensual and intimate. It's food. Man, what the hell? But anyway, ham, chicken, pig, like pretty much any way you cook pig is delicious. As long as there's lots of fat. Oh man. And then you put some gravy on that so it's nice and like lubed up. That just goes right down the throat. You just fucking chew, swallow. Same moment. That's some good shit there.
Good shit indeed. Drake, what about you? What's your favorite dish? And same thing. Would you scarf it down or would you savor the flavors?
I personally am a fan of a grilled salmon on a plate of wild rice, you see. And because I am a distinguished scholar, I would scarf that shit down so fast.
I see nobody here likes to just take their time with their meals. Good to know. Interesting. Betty, what is your patron deity?
Oh, it's Lathander. God bless him.
And I would assume the same goes for you, Bo, yes?
I'm sorry. Again, there's only one God, so I don't really understand the question.
Right.
It is only the Thunder. Like, just so you know, I don't really know where you're from, but just Lathander Almighty.
Oh, okay. Drake, any patron of yours?
Oh, I only worship the strongest of deities, you know. The most powerful one, Ducimus Maximus.
I'm unfamiliar with this deity, but okay, I will have
That's
to look him
because
up
you
later.
are a simple-minded fool.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Betty, describe your worst nightmare for me, would you?
Absolutely not. Why would I give you any details on that?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Well, he can stay dead.
All right, dead indeed. Drake, can you describe your worst nightmare for me?
But imagine a world, right? But there's no ducks.
Okay.
You
And-
imagine how horrible that would be.
They are ducks.
Yes. They're greater than you.
Okay, Bo, back to describe your worst nightmare?
You mean like the leastest one I've had, like real recent, or you mean just like a random one where I woke up and sweating. I'm like, oh Lord, help me.
Go with the second option.
Oh hell. All right then. So let me done tell you, I have a recurring nightmare thing where like the house is on fire, right? All right. So like I run and Paul's hurt, so I carry him out. Maul's unable to get out, so I carry her out. Betty, she's over there screaming, not unable to do anything because she's useless, you know. So I carry her out. And then I go back in and I get Billy. I carry him out. And then I go back in and get Dylan. I carry him out. And then I go back in and get Rises. And then I carry him out. And then I go back in and get Reese. Carry her out. Anyways, so I do that for about 18 times, right? But then there's always one left over. No matter how much I try, no matter what I do, I can't help them all. And then they burn alive and I hear them screaming. And then I wake up hungry.
Cool. Hey, Betty. If your life were to end in 24 hours, what are 5 things you would like to do in those remaining hours?
Oh shit! I would like to hang out with my family, eat a good food, and then figure out why the fuck I'm dying in 24 hours.
Okay, that's 3.
I feel like figuring out why I'm dying would take up the rest of the count. I only
Totally
got
fair.
24 hours.
That's sure. Bo, you've got 24 hours left. 5 things. What would you do?
Like, does that include peeing? Because I think it ain't gonna last very long because I gotta get out of bed. I gotta go pee. I gotta eat. And if I brush my teeth, I'm fucked.
I mean, those are the basic necessities, so I don't really think they count.
So where's the line here? Like, are you talking about things outside the day-to-day life that I would go do?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I tell my ma I love her every day, so can't count that. Tell my pa I love him every day, can't count that. I tell Betty, fuck you, I love you every day, can't count that. I like to eat every day, so I guess I can't count that. Well, I'm sorry, I don't really know, because I want to do all those things still. Oh, dominoes.
Dominoes. That's it?
And poker.
Okay, moving on. Drake. If your life were to end in 24 hours, what 5 things would you do in those remaining hours?
I'd use my arcane magic to reconstitute what is a 24 hours using my intelligence and magical prowess to rewrite history and make that 24 hours last forever.
You can do that?
Yes, I'm a very powerful wizard.
That's scary. Okay, cool. Well, thank you everybody for your time. I'm just gonna tuck these notes away for later. Just don't worry about it. Hey, Drake Mallard, sir, where exactly did you say you guys were heading again?
To a masquerade. Is that exciting?
Right, that's right. Lord Daxton was hosting a masquerade party. I remember that now. So, you best be off now, right? You're gonna be late otherwise. It's always a pleasure having you here at the Fourth Wall Tavern, so please do come back for a drink. Right?
A wizard is never late. He always arrives right on time. Come now, hobbits.
You guys leave the Fourth Wall Tavern into your respective carriages, all decked out in the finest materials from your family. Each one being manned by its own individual driver. Is that the right word? Sure, let's go with that. And off away you guys go to Lord Daxton's estate. The ride is not bumpy. It's very nice and smooth. However, as you guys are riding, you are noting out the window that there is some clouds starting to roll in. The wind is starting to pick up. It is going to be a stormy night, based off of what you guys can initially see as the rain starts pittering, pattering on the dirt road in front of you as you guys pull up to the large estate. You are welcomed by a dragonborn individual who is decked out in kind of like a bunch of gold trim along his suit. He's wearing a standard black suit, but he's got gold trim all along like his lapel, around his cuffs. He's got gold buttons all over the place, and he's wearing a kind of blank slate golden mask. So as you guys step out of your carriages, if you don't mind describing your masquerade looks, and basically what he sees.
Well, as soon as Bo steps out, you see he's wearing like a white mask, and it looks like he was going for like a Phantom of the Opera thing, but he didn't do it very well. It melted at the bottom, so it's kind of like a long mask. Like it looks fine, everything at the top, but then when you get to like the chin, it's kind of droopy. And he's got a black vest on under a black overcoat, like a duster. And he's got these black boots on that come up to just below his knees. And he's got these blue jeans on with a white button up underneath and a black necktie. And he's got this red curly hair and these freckles on his cheeks. And he's got ears that are a little sharp, pulled back a little bit into his hair. And hold on, let me tell you the best part. He hops down at 2'10".
Stepping out from his legal carriage, Drake Mallard stands at a solid 5'10". He wears medium boots that speckled in bedazzled rubber duck shapes. In one hand, he carries a staff. There's a silly hat that's pointed and flipped back. And next, atop that, you see a duck-shaped mask. Like a cheap Halloween mask, but dazzled with yellow gems and orange ones to make the beak.
Betty is wearing she's got this like lacy mask to cover her eyes, just her eyes, the rest of her face is shown. And she's got a white undershirt that frills up on around her neck and is really puffy sleeves that is cut off at like the elbow with like leather gloves. She's got a pretty little bow tie wearing. Yeah, she's got the like leather gloves on, makes her sleeve all like puffy and stuff, and she's got a cute little bow tie that like drapes a little bit around her neck, and like a green corset type dress that goes all the way down with a brown corset around. And she's got this cute like wide brim hat with a brown ribbon. It's a green hat and it's got a feather.
Cute. So you guys see this large 2-story building. It's got like Roman columns made out of marble at the front entranceway, and these large, big green doors with a bunch of windows along the side. The butler kind of steps forward. Welcome to the Daxton estate. Please present all weapons so that they may be put into the proper coat check. And he's kind of like waiting for you guys to start pulling out anything you may have.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to seem rude, but if we give you our weapons, what happens if shit hits the fan?
If shit hits the fan, as you may say, then we have all the precautionary measures put in place.
What does that mean?
It means we have security procedures.
Are they trustworthy? Like, I don't know, man. You're making me nervous.
That is a matter of opinion.
I don't really know what that means.
It means you have an opinion and I'm choosing to ignore it. Please present all weapons so that they may be put into the coat check.
Yeah, all right. That's what my mom says too. Okay. I'm gonna hand him my longbow, a short sword, and a hoe.
He takes the items and he puts them off to the side, and then he looks at the other two. Any weapons?
No, I'm a wizard. I need no weapons.
Excellent. And for you, madame?
She'll take off and like hand in her bow, and that's it. That's all she'll hand in.
Excellent. Are there any other items that you would like to put into the coat check?
No.
Excellent. Please proceed into the estate. And he will kind of like, not necessarily like toss your guys' weapons off to the side, like by one of the pillars, but he'll just kind of like gently place them aside before going ahead of you to open the door. And when he does that, this little halfling girl kind of appears out of a kind of like not a hole in the wall, but like almost like a servant's passage door, and she grabs all of the weapons, and she kind of looks up and just kind of gives a little wave before taking all of the weapons in through the door.
She liked me.
And you guys are welcomed into a grand, big, open space, filled with marble, laced with gold trims all over the place. And inside, you see a couple different individuals, all wearing masks. You see what you recognize as Lord Daxton, wearing kind of like a burgundy suit with a gold trim, kind of like intricate floral patterns all throughout his suit. He's wearing a golden mask with engravings of the same floral pattern along his face. He is a tiefling. So he's got curved horns that are black, and he's got kind of like this pale blue skin. His hair is grayed, and he's got like a gray goatee. And he is also wearing kind of like gold earrings along with gold sort of like paint designs on his horns as well. And standing next to him is a younger female blue tiefling as well. Same sort of dress fashion. She's wearing a golden trim along her purple dress that is corseted with a gray gold trimmed corset as well. And she is wearing black gloves. And she's kind of like welcoming everybody into the room. Nearby is a elven woman wearing a big, like massive blue elegant dress. Her hair is white and it's all done up. She's wearing like this blue hat with kind of like these white feathers protruding from it. And she's got like this silver mask with like lace designs on the bottom of her mask there near her cheekbones. She's got like these bright, piercing blue eyes, but her smile is kind of like what captures your attention the most. She's got kind of like this sly fox sort of thing about her and her smile. And she's talking to a male tiefling of white skin, white hair, black horns that curve downward towards his chin. He's wearing a black suit with a white lapel. And he's also wearing kind of like a silver lined mask as well. And the two of them are just chit-chatting, nothing too fancy. They don't really take notice to you at all. And then there's one other individual in the room. He's actually not wearing a mask by choice for whatever reason. But he is holding like this wolf helmet that has kind of like this gold sort of, I don't know, how do I want to describe this? Kind of like a gold outline around its eyes. Not look like an eyeliner, but it looks like it's supposed to be like an armor plating. He's wearing a pinstripe suit with a bronze vest underneath it. And he's wearing these white gloves with a white lapel. His hair is black and it's kind of like swept off to the side a little bit. It's a little bit disheveled. And he's got a black goatee as well. He is a humanoid. And he's kind of just off to the side in the corner watching you guys as you walk in. Lord Daxton right away, just immediately, welcome to my estate. And he's all happy and excited. And he's going to shake your hand, like, very excitedly. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm very excited for all the festivities that we're going to have here. Are you guys excited?
Quite, yes. Quite a magnificent estate here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Family owned.
I understand that, yes.
You must meet my daughter. I assure her, she's wonderful. Please, please, please. And she's gonna actually like drag you, Drake, over, or he's gonna drag you over to his daughter there. And she's kind of like awkwardly standing, like, I don't know what to do here. This is my daughter,
Hello there.
Lady Margaret.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am the wise wizard Drake Mallard. You might have seen my tower on the north side of town. It's the one by the lake.
Yes, Father has told me quite about, a lot about your tower. And she kind of
Yes.
like immediately breaks eye contact, and she's like, this is not great.
Yes, I'm quite fond of the ducks there. I actually have one with me. He's going to lift his hat, and underneath it is a duck just sitting there. This one's Petunia. Would you like to meet them?
Sure. I'd love to meet this duck of yours.
He takes the duck off his head, and he holds the duck out. Petunia is quite soft, you see. Her feathers are coming in quite nicely. She's only about a year old, you see.
Quite. Does it bite?
No. Petunia is quite a well-mannered young lady.
I'm going to pet you now. And she's gonna slowly reach out towards the duck, but she's gonna kind of look away. And you can see her hands trembling a little bit. And before she even makes contact with the duck, she immediately just pulls away. I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, it's quite all right. Petunia does say that she quite liked meeting you, and then he's going to put the duck back on his head and put it back under the hat.
Are you excited for the feast, the dinner that Father has planned?
Oh, quite. There's quite a fancy party going on today, huh?
It's a whole weekend of festivities. The first night is the grand feast, and we'll have the ballroom dance afterwards, and then tomorrow we'll do the hunting party and the cricket game afterwards as well, and do another ball
Yes,
and another
yes.
feast, and then the day after is more festivities and more things to do, and
You seem quite, how do you say, perplexed by all this. You always seem like you don't want to participate. Have you spoken to your father about this?
that I don't want to participate. It's just a lot. A lot of people, a lot of things to do. I just wanted to read and conduct my studies, and I mean,
Yeah.
you would understand. You're a wizard. The arcane history is such a phenomenal thing, and all the theories and all the intricate little bits and pieces of arcane knowledge is just coming into one cohesiveness. I just want to be with my books.
Of course, understandable, but wizards must also make appearances in the public eye every once in a while, so sadly I am partaking in this one.
I understand. I don't really get out much. I try to stick to my studies, but Father wants me to meet people and start a new life. And you kind of see her look off to the side. She's looking over towards the elven lady and the other male tiefling that are in the room there, and she looks sad almost. Before she kind of cuts back to you. Well, thank you for coming. I'm going to just step away for a second and make sure that the chef has everything all prepared. Do mingle.
Insight check.
Go for it.
19.
So you were right on the nose already that she definitely does not, like, you can tell she doesn't like the idea of this party happening right now. She just, that glance that she had, you can tell that there's something on her mind. Like, she's definitely got something going on for sure. As to what, you can't really glean that far into that kind of information, but in terms for going to see the chef, that is fairly genuine. You couldn't see it or tell of any sort of fault in her voice from that.
Interesting. Drake will nod solemnly, and then he will mingle.
So, Bo and Betty, what are you guys doing? You're in this grand room.
Bo is going to elbow Betty and kind of looking at Drake and this younger lady. Just kind of like lean over to Betty. Hey, did you see he pulled that man off like that and took him to his daughter? Do you think that's what we're all doing here? He's hunting for a suitor for his daughter. He's trying to, buck her off. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I mean, it looks like the weirdo struck out. So if you may have a chance.
I don't know. He had a duck under his hat. That's pretty hard to beat. That's fucking amazing.
But like, she looks scared of the duck.
Well, that's because it ain't cooked.
You know what? That's fair. Do you think if they serve cooked duck, he'll have a fit?
Maybe he won't know as long as we don't use its name. I mean, they.
You mean the duck's name?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not like, hey, here's little Bo Pete or whatever he calls it, his duck.
Oh, can I take a gauge around the room? What is everyone else doing? Because Bo and I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Everybody else is just straight up just talking to one another. Lord Daxton has gone over to the man in the corner, and they're starting to convene with each other. The one lady, the elven lady is talking to the tiefling still, and it's just you two, and then Drake kind of off on his own now.
Hey, all them times that Mama said things were the devil, I want to go talk to the devil. Want to come?
The devil?
Yeah, horns, tail.
Oh, you mean them creatures. Got it.
Yeah.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, let's go. I want to go talk to the devil.
Okay.
Which one? There's the Lord Daxton, or there is the pale white tiefling.
Hey, man, which one do you think we should talk to?
Let's go talk to the Lord.
That's
Lord
a good
Daxton.
one. Yes, Lord Dex. Excuse me, sir. Bo's gonna wave his hand because he's just under 3 feet.
Oh yes, sorry, I did not see you there. Hello.
Hey, hello there, sir. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Bo Walker. This here's my sister, Betty Walker, most beautiful woman in the room. Better believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Lord Alexander Walton. And he's gonna gesture to the man that he was speaking with that has the weird wolf head.
That's kind of fucking intimidating, man.
It was a family heirloom.
The wolf head?
Indeed.
That's a weird thing to have as a family heirloom.
Yeah, are y'all part wolf? Oh, were you raised by a pack of wolves? Is that what this is? He's like that man in that story, raised by all them animals and shit. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. Congratulations, man. Welcome to civilization. What do you think about these lights? Pretty cool, huh?
Sir.
What's it like eating cooked food? You like it? Do you have any secrets that you would share about slaughtering or skinning? Because I've been doing it for a while, so I got some pretty good tricks up my sleeve that helps with the process. But if you were raised by wolves, I bet you have some real insight.
But why would he if he was raised by wolves? Because they don't use tools, Bo.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry, sir. Do you have any tricks that include tools?
Don't. And he's gonna look over to Lord Daxton, kind of is this guy for real?
Oh shit, my bad. Family secret. Got it. Mr. Daxton, how long you been doing all this? It's fancy. It's nice.
Well, this is my first year doing this lovely ball. I just wanted to gather all my close friends. Well, not friends, but potential friends. To.
Yep. Every now and then you gotta put your balls out there, know what I mean? Hey, I get you.
I don't.
You ain't laughing, okay?
No. Quite. What exactly do you do? again?
Oh, like when I wake up, or like as a hobby,
Your occupation. Occupation.
We're farmers.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
I remember. I remember. I wanted to try my hands into the farming industry. That's why I invited you. Wonderful. Wonderful. So tell me
Uh-huh.
more about farming.
Oh shit! What do you want to know?
Everything. Where do I start? What kind of land do I need to purchase? Can I purchase yours?
No.
Yeah, that's a hard no. It's family.
Yes, family. Family. So,
You don't. Y'all not like a big family people?
it is just my daughter and I.
Oh, that's sad. You should really have like more people around, because the more people around, the better it is. I promise. We share a
That's
house
true.
with our mama, our pa,
Mhm.
our grandmama, papa. Some of our cousins
Listen.
stay there sometimes.
Love them too.
It all sounds very, very wonderful. I hope to one day to have a large and grand family such as yours.
Oh well, shit. That's the easy part. I saw a woman right here. It looked kind of like you. Oh shit! Go ahead and get started.
That is my daughter.
Oh shit! Better help.
Nah, you dug yourself in that hole. You on your own.
So, what about that Elven woman? She looks nice.
Quite. I'm going to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Ah.
He's not even gonna like finish a sentence. He's gonna be like, "Yep." He's gonna adjust his lapel and just walk away. So you guys are left with Lord Alexander before you.
You are very interesting individual.
Yeah, we're real surprised we got this invite, but we were excited to go. We don't go to these things very often.
I can tell.
There's a lot of lights.
There are a lot of lights. I think we should implement these in the house. Do you think that'd be better?
Hell no, this look like a lot of money.
I mean, Bo, we have money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Chicken what?
I'm
Chicken
sorry,
wing?
what now? Hey, you ain't never had a chicken wing?
Oh, chicken wing. Wing.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what he said. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are farmers, you are looking for lights to put in your home?
You think we came to a party to look for lights?
I don't know why
Did you
got
come to this
invited.
party?
I was invited as an esteemed guest of Lord Daxton's.
Holy shit, you were steamed?
Yes.
Is that why you look so soft?
What?
When I steam vegetables, they come out soft, like broccoli.
That's not...
I just never thought to do it to a person.
Not what I said at all. Lord Daxton and I are both part of the mining industry, and I hope to create a partnership with him.
Oh, sir, I do not condone that kind of activity with younger people. What is wrong with you?
He said mining. Like coal and stuff, Bo.
Gold, actually. And
Oh.
silver.
Oh, I know what gold is, yeah. It's pretty.
Very, indeed.
Also, Bo, he said esteemed, like guest, like he is a fancy guest, not like you steam
Like-
vegetables.
Oh. Whew. Man. I was wondering where the hell we ended up. Shit.
And Betty is gonna pull out the invite from her like her pocket and be like, "This is what we got. Is this what you got as well?"
He's gonna reach into his coat and pull out the exact same invite.
Oh, that means we esteemed guests too.
Holy shit, I've been steamed.
Lathander, help us.
You're damn right. He is the only way.
Curiosity killed the cat here. What is your guys' passive perception?
Hi. 17.
Hello. 17K.
16.
Okay. So, Betty, you kind of notice out of the corner of your eye there's a small kind of crack in the wall
that just opens up, and you see a little head pop out, and it's the same little halfling girl from earlier. And she just quietly kind of creeps out of the wall there and close it, but just kind of like sticks to the wall. And she, not really stealthily, but she's trying to tiptoe and not be noticed as she is trying to kind of like go past you guys.
So do I notice her being sneaky?
Yeah, she's being sneaky without actually being sneaky.
Does it look like anyone else notices her?
No, it doesn't look like anybody's paying attention to her at all.
Is she like right behind us?
Yeah, she would kind of like, so she appeared behind Lord Alexander, and she's kind of like trying to like walk past him.
Can I help you? Why are you doing that?
No, just please mingle. Don't look at me. I'm not here. Bye.
Oh, I'm gonna follow her wherever she's going, and I'm gonna drag Bo along with me.
Bo's like looking at the wolf helmet and starting to raise his hand to touch it, and he's like, "Oh, where are we going?"
So you follow the little halfling girl, and she's kind of like, she obviously is like, oh no, you're following me. She's like peering over her shoulder, and she turns around. She's like, please go mingle.
But what are you doing?
I'm just doing my job. Don't worry about it. Just go.
Well, what's your job? Who
So-
sneaks around like that for work?
Lord Daxton has specifically instructed us to quietly complete our work. I'm supposed to be cleaning and making sure everything's all neat and tidy, and I was supposed to collect all the things from your carriages to bring into the coat room and put into your bedrooms. Just make sure you guys are all set up and nice and cozy. I'm Annie, by the way. And she holds out her hand.
Hi. I'm Betty. Nice to meet you, Annie. And do you need help? That's a lot of luggage that you're just getting out by yourself.
That's true.
It's fine. I think I can manage it. I think.
Here, let me help you.
No, it's fine. My job. This is my responsibility. Please don't help me.
I don't want to seem rude, but you know how some questions end with like a question mark?
Yes?
Yeah, I didn't ask a question. Bo's gonna go to grab the luggage from her.
Don't help me. Lady Margaret will be very upset. Same with Lord Daxton, and you don't want to make them upset.
Why not?
Because they are the lord and the lady of the household. You make them upset, you get in trouble.
They would get upset for helping a younger woman?
Oh, I don't know if this was made very clear. She's kind of like gesturing towards her dress. Although very nice, it is a little bit on the tattered side. I'm just a maid.
I'm sorry, that looks like everyday wear. I don't get it.
I
Why are you waving at yourself?
I work for them. This is my job. This is my responsibility.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was your job.
I get paid to do this.
Oh,
So,
shit. All right, then.
I'm gonna go help with the luggage, and if you have any questions, you can ask Lord Daxton or Lady Margaret or even Saber, the butler.
My name's Bo.
Pleasure to meet you, Bo. Can I go now, or?
I guess. We don't want to interrupt your work.
Okay. Thank you, my lord and my lady. And she's gonna kind of like give an awkward little bow and.
Oh, there's only one Lord, little girl.
No, that's like a greeting like Lord Daxton. She's just saying, like, giving us that same title, but we don't have those titles. You can just call us Betty and Bo. It's fine.
Oh, okay. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, we're from a farm area.
Okay. Me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. If you were a vegetable, you'd be cute and sassy, radish.
Bo, now's not the time.
Oh, shit. You always say it's not the time.
If you look up in the corners of some of the rooms, there's gonna be a little string with a little bell, and if you need anything, you could just ring the little bell, and then I'll come running.
Oh, maybe it was a
Wow.
time. Maybe you did strike well this time.
I've always wanted to ring a bell and a woman comes running. Some bitch. I found my home.
Well, welcome to this home.
How old is this character?
The halfling?
Yeah.
She'd be about like in her, I don't know, 30s and whatever halfling equivalent of 30s would be.
Okay.
Like she's not a child. She is a grown.
You're making her voice is not helping my assumptions here.
She's small.
She's small.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how old a halfling is based off of height.
It's okay. She's roughly about Bo and Betty's age.
Y'all are fucking old.
Says the guy who's 3 ducks in a fucking trench coat.
So Betty's gonna. I mean, not Betty. Fucking Annie. Holy shit. Is gonna kind of like bid her farewell once more, and before like quickly darting off, to go take care of the carriages and luggage with Saber. Leaving you guys alone yet again. Drake, what are you doing in this situation?
Oh, he is definitely mingling, definitely selling the fact that he is wizard. Yes, wizard.
Yes.
Is there anybody who is approaching him for wizard?
No, nobody seems to be drawing any eyes towards you. It seems to be that,
Good.
Lord Alexander Walton went over to, the, Elven and Tiefling, individuals.
Oh, those two looked interesting.
What?
I will approach.
The Elven woman is gonna kind of, like, side-eye you, and her smile immediately turns into a frown.
Oh, don't look at me like that. Just saying hello, making friendly acquaintances.
I don't know who you are.
I'm the wise wizard, Drake Mallard. I'm the one who is the tower at the edge of the city. Yes, yes.
And she's gonna hold out her hand, and she's gonna look away. Lady Bellamere.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am known as the best healing wizard in all of this area. Unlike most wizards, I can heal. He will shake her hand delicately.
The shaking was not what she anticipated. She's gonna kind of like brush her hand on her dress a little bit. Can I help you?
I was just passing by to say hello. How is the party faring ye?
For it's entertaining enough. And she looks over at the male tiefling, and then she smiles at him again. So,
Insight check.
okay.
Yeah, they're boning.
13.
Okay,
Fuck.
13. So she definitely has the eyes for him. He's too dumb to notice.
Yes. So is the other guy also have approached Alexander?
Yeah, he was already there. He's just kind of chilling like a villain.
Well, Lord Alexander, I think maybe we should take our conversation elsewhere. The two of them seem to be quite engaged.
Quite. Yes, it's rather disgusting.
Stuffy over here. Let's go.
And he's gonna like eagerly follow you.
Yes. So, how have you been, my good sir?
Quite well. How are you?
That is good. I saw that you were interacting with the farm folk. They seem a bit
Odd.
excitable.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's go with that. Do you have any how do I want to phrase this? Sort of idea as to why they were invited?
From the looks of it, many types of folks were invited here. You can see all sorts of the walks of life.
I can understand the connections. The Lady Bellamere does the weaponry, and the two interactions that they are having over there is very disgusting. But Lady Bellamere, I know, was trying to create some sort of deal with Lord Daxton. And the other man over there, I know he's an intellectual mind who was in a sort of different arrangement with Lord Daxton as well. But
The farming folk I don't understand fully. He said he wanted to get into the farming business. But why?
Yes.
He's a gold miner. I'm a gold miner. We both have the same sort of
Well, ask me this, my good friend. If the gold runs dry at any point, what do you fall back on?
well, I fall back on silver.
Exactly. Maybe he's looking for a different kind of fallback.
But farming.
Yes, yes. The farming industry is quite useful. We eat it every day. It produces dyes and cloth, cotton.
But
Think
a man
about
of
it.
his stature, his power, to go into farming. What about his daughter?
Well, she seems to be more of the studied type, from what I've gathered from the interactions.
Exactly. So if he were to pass, the everything, the whole fortune would fall onto her. She can't
Indeed.
farm.
Well, you see, that's what hired hands are for. A man of his stature, I believe that he most likely could hire enough managerial sorts to keep it running for at least a while.
She could not keep up with all the nonsense of the farm.
That is fair, yes. But she could also sell it off when she is to assume control, you see.
True. A farm is probably worth a fortune.
Indeed, you see, this is a metaphysical sort of gold mine. It'll make gold through the years, and when she doesn't need it, she'll make gold off of it.
True.
And if she is the learned type, as she says, she'd probably end up in a high-off wizard school, if that's where she wants to go. Researchers do get paid quite well. I own a whole tower and a lake, after all.
It's true. So what if this whole ball was a ploy to set her up for success?
Exactly. See it in the forefront and in the back.
Interesting.
Keep your mind's eyes open.
Interesting.
Fleeting are human passions compared to the mass continuity of ducks, you see.
You and ducks, and before he can even continue on with his sentence, Saber the butler from earlier is gonna approach and just with a booming voice, he's gonna announce dinner. And he's gonna welcome you in through a doorway where you'll see a large grand table filled with everybody's favorite dishes.
I think we must be off to dinner then.
Please, enjoy your meal.
Oh, certainly. Do you care to join?
I will not join, but please, invest and enjoy and savor your food.
That dude just sounds ominous. Like, what the fuck?
Insight check.
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
24.
You're an insect pool.
Yeah, very. Yeah, he's very much like, yes, please eat this food. It is very good food. I want you to consume this food.
Interesting. Keep that in my back pocket and go that way.
Yeah, so do you guys all go into this big, grand, large dining room? Yes? No? Maybe so?
All right.
Drake will.
Okay.
Come on, babe, we're going to eat.
So, just like the room before, you guys walk into a grand, elegant room. It's got a wooden floor, a large maple wood table. The walls are all decorated in oil paintings of family members of the Daxton family. You could see the large portrait of Lord Daxton with his daughter at the head of the table. And then throughout, it's kind of like, her brother that passed away, her mother passed away, grandmama, papa, all these individuals have their own individual portraits at each of the different panels of this wall here. There are big red curtains that are closing off of the windows as you guys are welcomed into a kind of like a well lit room that has gold and silverware, and this gold is kind of like reflecting this light, which is kind of creating this sort of like sense of elegance and warmth in the room. And as mentioned,
all of your guys' favorite dishes are lined throughout the table there for you guys to pick at it, buffet style, basically, almost. And before you guys even sit down, Saber, the only butler, makes sure he pulls out every single individual chair for every person and then pushes them into their seats. So
Bro's moving like Flash right now. Holy shit.
He is moving fast. He is a fast as fuck boy.
That man's a monk.
You don't know that.
Insight check.
No, not allowed. Not at this table.
Betty does not wait for the butler to come in and push in her chair because she doesn't know, so she just sits before that poor man gets to her.
When he does get to you, he kind of like looks at you, stares into your soul,
Hey, man.
grabs the chair, pulls it out, tells you to get out.
I'm sorry. Do what now?
I'm already sitting. I'm so confused.
You can't have her chair. She was already sitting there, man.
Please get out of the chair.
Oh, do you want to sit here? I mean, I can move.
No, Betty,
She'll
don't
move,
you
like,
get up.
and
Fuck
move.
that shit. You were sitting there first. So you need to go on and find
No.
yourself another seat.
We're trying. We have to be polite here, Bo.
Why?
We don't know these people.
I know.
We got to make a good impression. Mom would not want us to be rude.
Yeah, all right. You can have my seat, sir.
I do not want your seat. Please get out of your chair.
Wait, why do you want her to get up if you don't want her seat?
Okay, she gets out of his chair.
He kind of like promptly like just get out of the
Man,
chair.
people are fucking weird.
She'll get out of her seat and like stare at him. You'll pop blood vessels in your eye if you keep acting like that. That's how Papa always like loses his mind. He gets like
True.
these little blood vessels in his eye.
You could see his eyes twitching as he's dusting off the seat, and then he just pulls it out a little bit further and then gestures for you to sit down.
I think he's got a drinking problem.
I think so too. And she'll like look at her dress. Am I dirty? He dusted the seat off. I thought we found the cleanest clothes.
Hell yeah.
And she'll like sit in her seat.
I think you look like $1 million. Shit. Gold. $1 million gold.
Sir, you should not be breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, that's the duck's job.
That's what the ducks do. Betty will sit in her seat.
And he will push you in, and he'll just kind of like, do not want to make Lord Daxton or Lady Daxton upset.
I mean, they'd be mad at me, not you, because I was the one who sat, but okay.
Exactly. I want to keep my job.
Is it really good paying or something? Because you're the second person who said that recently. Do you get a 401k and insurance and all that?
He's just gonna
Do you
walk
have
away.
Dental? No. Hey, man, these are legit questions. Some bitch.
Where are those ducks coming from?
I didn't fart.
He has a second duck now.
Oh, I forgot that guy had that one in his hat. Which,
What?
he's just 3 ducks in a wizard's coat.
I knew it.
Holy shit, he's a magician. I forgot. Where do you think he's got the next one?
I don't want to know where he's keeping these ducks.
I bet you 1 gold it comes out his butt.
I'll take that bet.
Lord Daxton's gonna raise up his glass, and he's gonna be like, to friendship.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And you can see everybody is kind of like, what? But they're gonna respond out of respect and raise their glasses.
Drake will raise a duck.
Bo raises his emphatically. Wait,
Yeah,
happily.
Betty will put her cup up too. Do we know, like, it takes a little bit more time to gain friendships, but I guess they just move a lot faster.
I like them. These picture things are a good idea. We should do that for Mom and Pa for sure. Maybe like their anniversary, give them portraits of all their dead relatives. That'd be nice.
Wait, we don't know what they look like.
Maybe they don't remember and we can just make it up.
Oh, you know what's so true? They probably don't.
Hell yeah.
Lord Daxton is gonna sit down, and he's gonna start dishing, or start eating his dish there in front of him. As Saber comes around, and Annie too, for that matter, and they will ask each of you kind of like, what do you want on your plate? Do you want this? Do you want extra, pepper and salt? And so it takes a little bit of time because it is just the two of them to get to each individual person.
I'd like food, please.
And you get loaded up with the biggest plate.
Thank you. Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course.
Do you have a sunburn or are you always this hot? Because I need some aloe for that burn.
I don't think it's the time for this. Please enjoy your meal.
You're gonna need some aloe for this burn. I cast fireball.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
He's gonna nudge Betty. She's into me. I could tell.
Maybe.
She gave me that look. You didn't see it?
I mean,
She gave me that look that said, that's a fine piece of cut beef right there. And you know what? She damn right.
you're right. I have seen that look on Paul's face when he looks at brisket.
Damn right. Man, he does love his biscuit too. He says shit up.
So, curiosity killed the cat here. Do you guys all eat and partake? And do you scarf down your food or do you savor it?
I'ma just eat. Is it good? Is it like Ma's cooking good, or is it just all right?
Yeah, if you had to rate it from a scale of McDonald's to Landry's.
You mean laundries?
What's a Landry's?
Does it taste like laundry?
Landry.
Oh my god. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10,
It's about a 9.
Mom's cooking's better.
Yeah, there ain't no love in this.
Drake will not eat it.
I do taste despair.
The second duck he has, he used his wild companion to create an extra familiar, and he will have that consume the food so it looks like the food's been eaten. But any ill-begotten effects will go to that duck, because he does not trust that shit.
I'm gonna eat it. Who's sitting on the other side of me besides Betty?
on the opposite side of you is Lady Bellamere and that white pale tiefling.
Lady Valamir is the elf, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, ma'am. How's your food?
The food is quite exquisite.
Sorry, what?
What was that?
That's a duck.
Why is there a duck?
I mean, those are natural. The bigger question is, how the fuck this big ass table get in the room? I don't see how it fit through the door.
I'm sure there were means and proper measures put in place, but yes, this meal is quite exquisite.
I mean, that's a word I wouldn't use to describe this food with, because, like, Ma's cooking is better.
Yeah, this ain't. It's kind of dry. There ain't no grease.
Grease?
It needs more fat.
Fat? Oh my goodness.
More
Yep.
flavor. It tastes like, I don't know, they don't,
Ass. Dry ass.
Beg your pardon.
I won't go that far.
I'm sorry. I excuse you. I was gonna lean over to Betty. I don't know why she finds this food exciting. It's very weird.
I agree. And Betty was like, once she realizes it's not as good as Ma's, because there's no food as good as Ma's cooking, she's gonna, like, pick at it and be like, I hope there's leftovers at home when we get back. We're gonna starve this weekend.
What do you think they made the gravy out of? It's all kind of chunky.
If you would like, you can make a nature or survival check to figure out the concoctions put together.
Yeah. I will do a survival check.
I'll do nature.
Okay.
Because I don't want to do the same thing as her because I want to be better.
But we both know who the better twin is.
No, we sure don't. Holy shit.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so Betty,
That's a 24.
and what'd you get, Bo?
Well, 19, then with my nature skill of -1,
Oh,
it's an 18.
oh. So, Betty,
We're pretty good at this shit.
you are able to kind of like figure out that everything that is put together is made from scratch. Like, there's no weird concoctions made about it. You are able to pick out that there are bits of, I guess, chicken stock. There's melted butter in there. But it's just not quite the same thickness that your mom makes it. It's a little bit on the watery side. So it looks like whoever was making it kind of made it with a little bit too much extra stock and not enough I'm blanking.
Love.
Yeah, sure. It's like it's
Flour.
Thank you. I was gonna say cornstarch, but I'm like, no, that's not what I put in
That's
it.
not it.
That's not it at
That's
all.
not it.
It's been a while since I've made gravy. But same sort of things that you're picking out on. You can't tell that like what type of stock was used. You're just kind of like, oh, this definitely ain't like mama.
Man, Betty, it's like they had a northern person make this or something.
Across from you is the white tiefling. You can kind of see he's playing with the gravy a little bit. Definitely not like home.
Are you a farmer too, Ghosty?
See, this motherfucker gets it.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm not really into this food.
What kind of food do you normally have?
Not this. I'm into the fish eggs, snail, excellent.
The escargot.
I'm sorry, what
Oh.
now?
Have you never had snail before?
Like
No.
the little.
Oh, you have to try.
I personally like it with a little bit of au jus, but you know.
See, a man of taste right here.
I don't trust a man who pulls ducks out of his ass.
What language is that?
Oh, it's a fancy language called Sylvan, you see. Yes.
See, you, sir, you're a man of intellect, I can tell.
Oh, thanks.
I am a wizard after all, yes. But we can't dismiss the usefulness of farmers. We can't quite throw that under the bus. They do feed us, after all.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Farmers help with the agricultural economy and help building all the what was that?
Oh, don't worry about Petunia. She does that sometimes. She's just saying she rather likes your take on things. She thinks you're very intelligent.
Oh, thank you. Intellect such as yourself. What is it exactly that you study?
I am a master of the healing arts of magic. The arcane has been rumored to not be able to do such a thing, but I've quite proven that wrong. You might have seen my study on the weekly wizard pages.
I'm sorry. I don't think I caught your name earlier. What is that? What is?
I am Drake Mallard, the wizard who lives at the lake at the north side of town. You know.
That is your glorious tower.
Yes, indeed, yes.
Remarkable. I've eyed up that tower for many years. Oh,
You can come by sometime.
oh, I would love to. I would love to take a look at this tower. Sorry, where are my manners? My name is Baxter.
Baxter, it's a pleasure to meet you, Baxter.
Say, do you have any interest in history?
Of course. The
Ah.
world's built on it, of course.
Beautiful.
History tells us the foolish mistakes of others so that we can grow past them. The genius of some, history is everything.
Of course, the history is where we learn our mistakes, but it's also just very fascinating just to see how different our world has advanced over the last several years. I've been conducting a bunch of different archaeological sites throughout all the countries, and I've got this one particular site that I really, really am looking forward to working on. It's supposed to be the sort of like arcane, ritualistic site that I'm quite perplexed on. I'm not very familiar with the arcane knowledge, and I would really like it for you, potentially, to maybe join me on this expedition.
Of course. A sound wizard like me would, of course, have some insight into the arcane practices, even of that of old.
Oh, perfect. Then perhaps we could work on some sort of agreement, some sort of deal to help protect this archaeological site. It's not finalized quite yet. I'm still struggling in a battle right now in terms for the rights within the country. But I feel like if we win, then this is going to be a huge advancement in history, and we'll be able to create sort of a big archaeological news breakthrough. And he's like all animated and excited. And Lady Bellamere, who's sitting next to him, is kind of like, please shut up. I am so done with you. As she's kind of like, I don't know you, and she's leaning in her into her hand while picking at her food. And if we were to say make this gigantic breakthrough, it would be such a wondrous paper. I'm so excited.
Yes. Historical breakthroughs lead to greater understanding, maybe even the understanding that we don't quite have yet.
Oh, of course.
I would, of course, back your endeavor. Just drop the paperwork off at my tower and I'd get them sorted quite quickly.
Excellent. I will do that. I'm glad somebody backs me up, and he'll actually kind of like, he'll look over at Lord Daxton. It's quite nice to have someone to back you up on your ideas, isn't it, Lord Daxton? And Lord Daxton looks up and just side eyes kind of towards Baxter. Yes, Lord Varagorn. And just ignores
Insight
him.
check.
Yeah, sure.
The fuck was that about? This is all I'm gonna be doing. Oh fuck, that's a nat 1.
Yeah, but you don't really gleam too much other than it's like, ooh, there's tension.
He strokes his beard. It slips a little bit, but he adjusts it quickly.
Lady Margaret does kind of get up from the table, and she comes over to Lord Baxter, and she does whisper something into his ear before going back to her table. And you can see as she sits down, Lord Daxton immediately just glares at her and just stares her down, and she tries to ignore him before...
How far away is Mr. Baxter from me?
You guys, so I would presume that you're right across from him, almost. You couldn't really pick up on exactly word for word what she is saying. But yeah, you do gotta get the gleam just from the tension in the room of what's happening right now, that it's like, oh no, something. But yeah, Lady Margaret is full on like trying to ignore her father completely, but every once in a while you'll see she'll just look up at Baxter and look down at her food, look back up at him. And she's just sitting there quietly.
Fascinating.
Indeed. So everybody's just kind of conversing, and eating their dishes. Eventually Saber will come around and start collecting any empty plates, or non-empty plates for those who refuse to eat their food.
No. The food is eaten, just not by Drake.
Okay.
He fed it to a savant, the second duck.
I see. And eventually eventually Saber will kind of guide everybody into the ballroom for a ballroom dance. And where you guys had first initially entered, you guys go basically across the hall, the grand hall, into another room where you are welcome to the same sort of lit room where it's all decked out in gold and reds, and there is a kind of like a little mini orchestra, a quartet almost, just off to the side, and they're playing very nice calming music as you guys enter into the room. And Lord Daxton right away, first one in the room, he's like, dance, everybody dance.
I don't know about this. You need more cowbell.
I'm too old to dance nowadays, but appreciate the offer.
Immediately Lady Bellamere is gonna grab onto Baxter and she's gonna pull him away. And you can kind of see that she's just wanting to keep him away from everybody almost, and just keep him to herself there.
How does Lady Margaret respond to that?
You can roll me another insight or perception. I'll use that too.
Not 1d230.
Oh my god.
Natural 20, 27 insight.
Oh, she doesn't like it. She's fuming. She wants to scream, by the looks of it. She's got like the clenched fist happening as she's staring daggers at Bellamere.
I see. So there's a bit of a fight here between these two.
She's
See.
She's in a corner all by herself, as Lord Daxton is literally dancing by himself. He's in his own happy little world.
You know what? Good for him. Slay, King. Slay.
What the fuck?
He can enjoy it all on his own. You know, that's good for him.
He can do what he wants to do. So everybody, Lord Alexander is also just kind of observing the scene, and in the room as well is going to be Annie and Saber, the butler, and little maid, just kind of observing and waiting to basically waiting for directions and for anybody to ask for drinks or hors d'oeuvres or anything like that too. So everybody's just kind of standing off to the side, except for Bellamere and Baxter and Daxton.
Bo's gonna walk up to Annie. Hey, are you a campfire? 'Cause you're hot and I want s'mores of you.
I don't know what a s'more is, but that sounds very delicious.
Holy shit! You have never had a s'more?
No?
Oh hell, let me go find somebody who can explain it to you. Okay, so you got like this kind of like hard bread, and you got a marshmallow, and you got a chocolate, and you heat that shit up and you eat it. But over a fire, a campfire. That's why it was a play on the word. Oh hell, I'm gonna come back later. All right.
If you need anything, let me know. So yeah, unless there's anything anybody wants to do, you guys have a very lovely, awkward ballroom.
I wish to approach Lady Margaret.
Oh, yes, Lord Mallard.
No roads necessary, not of that higher standing, you see. So, that, Sir Baxter, that, quite a intelligent young man he is.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
Yes, you seem to have quite a fancy for him, I've noticed.
I did.
But it seems that another two...
Witch, yes.
I wouldn't go around calling people witches quite yet.
Well, she stole him away from me. Or at least that's what Papa said.
Well, I mean, I don't think he quite notices anything. Intelligent, I can definitely tell you that. He's quite strapped in the brain capacity, but wisdom does not seem to be his strong suit.
No, it clearly isn't really that kind of smart, but nonetheless.
Book smart, yes. Street smart, he'd probably get mugged by a person holding one.
I don't know about that. He's awfully skilled.
Yes. Have you ever spoken to him about your feelings there?
Not since we broke up.
So, how did this elven young lady do this then?
Well, to my understanding, is she simply just had a conversation with him and the tricks of her words won him.
It sounds like you just gave up.
The wording type, huh?
No, father intervened as well.
Guessing your father is not quite fond of this young man?
No, he feels that I could find somebody better, in his words.
That man eats snails. I think you could do better.
I don't think I can. He's perfect. Look at him.
I mean, I have eyeballs too, ma'am, and I also don't think he's perfect.
Him. Smile. His eyes. Oh, the way he flicks his hair.
Seems pompous.
He seems dreamy.
Right.
Huh? I'm sorry, I heard dreamy and assumed you were talking about me. What's going on?
Nobody talk about you.
You shut the fuck up. I didn't ask you.
Young man, we're quite talking about the, how did you pronounce it? Ghosty man.
Oh, what about him?
Yes. Well, I didn't know you two were so close.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys got over here so quickly. It's quite alarming, really.
Well, I was over there. Now I'm over here.
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Look at Betty. This guy's kind of strange.
Would you like a duck?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, yes. They're quite good companions. He will hand Savant over to Bo.
Oh,
Savant has very floofy feathers,
oh man.
soft as a morning dew.
This is, I really appreciate this.
Yes, yes. Savant there is quite a astute companion. He's very noticing.
Okay, well, I'll be back. Bo's gonna start walking off. Man, had fresh duck in a while. This is gonna be great.
Yes. So your father stopped your exchange with Sir Baxter. So
Yes, he's been trying to suit me up with Lord Alexander.
How old is Lord Alexander compared to this young lady?
So Margaret is probably about, 26, 27, somewhere around there. Lord Alexander
Oh
is
god, they're old too.
Lord Alexander is kind of closer into his 30s to 40s.
Ew.
I'm sorry. What now? That is the perfect age for anybody to be.
I mean, age gap on the other hand. So Alexander's probably mid-30s. Then
Roughly, yeah, from what you can glean.
What a sexy age he is. Wow.
and how old is Baxter in comparison?
Baxter's closer to the same age as Margaret.
Okay, so they're about the same age. Okay, and how old can I glean is Lord Daxton in that sense?
Lord Daxton is closer to the tiefling equivalent of his 60s to 70s.
Oh man, he is a established gentleman.
Quite. Well, Lord Alexander seems like a nice enough fellow, but I don't think he quite shares the pursuit of you that you engage with, the intellectual, as you mentioned. You do like your research.
I do. And Alexander is a smart man, but he's also quite the idiot at the same time.
Idiot savant, as you could call him, almost. He seems more infatuated with the mining of minerals than...
Yes, he's just like my father, always concentrating on his work, and it's work.
I mean, to be fair, though, Baxter seems quite infatuated with his work, but I think his work more aligns with what you like.
That's why he's perfect. I want to be able to be with someone who is like-minded. I don't want to be with Lord Alexander because chances are our marriage would not be just a marriage. It will be a deal proposal to bring our two companies together. That's how I view it.
Quite, yes. From the upper echelon, the trading of one's daughter is typically for the sake of combining or merging companies. Yes.
Exactly, and Lady Bellamere is not perfect for him at all. I mean, don't even get me started. Her shield and armor, they're awful. They're not the right manufacturer. She's very in that sort of industry, and I don't think she's suited for Baxter.
Yeah.
And
yes. The weaponry industry, I feel, is probably more closely aligned to the mining industry, but the mining industry in question is of that of gold, yes?
well, to my understanding, now rumor has it, I don't know the full details from what Dad has told me, but well, she approached him on a deal. My father, for that matter. She approached him on this deal proposal with gold-lined rapiers and swords and gold-lined shields and
Much too heavy for you, sir. That would just waste your strength to wield one of those. Gold is quite a heavy metal.
That's not
Soft, too.
That's not what she was thinking. She was trying to make a statement with her newfound materials and designs. But Father didn't want anything to do with any of her work because she wants to be a participant in the war. She wants her armors and weaponry to be used for war.
Mining it with gold would be a waste of money, in my personal opinion. Yes. Fascinating.
And you know it, the two were in a heated argument. I remember this very clearly. They were in the study where she started screaming. He started screaming, and next thing you know it, she said, "I'm going to blackmail you."
Better, no better than whitemailing, you see.
Right.
That's a joke. That's a joke, there.
Oh, sorry. My mind's a little bit of a jumble right now. There's a lot going on.
Try to lighten the mood. You seem a bit
I am
stressed.
extremely stressed. You don't even know.
Yes.
But
Yeah, of course. This is all about stressful things happening all at once, you see. Your suitor is stolen away by a wicked arms dealer who wishes to slaughter hundreds, if not thousands. Your father says no. He tries to set you up with a older gentleman. It's all quite a stressful event, you see.
want to go to bed.
I'm sure if your father's quite busy, I'm sure you could probably sneak off.
You know what? I think you're right. Good night.
Don't worry, I won't say anything.
I appreciate it. And she's gonna kind of wave Annie, and the two of them are gonna leave the room.
Actually, before Annie leaves,
Whoa.
Bo's gonna walk up to Annie. And he's going to have this duck in his arms, like around the throat, and holding it like a football tucked under his arm. He's gonna say, "Hello there, Annie. I believe in following my dreams. Now, can I have your address so I can send a pigeon?" He's gonna wink, but his head is gonna tilt as he winks.
My address, silly. It's on the invitation.
Oh.
I live here.
Oh, right. Hey, can I go borrow y'all's kitchen real quick?
I don't. Why?
Because that guy wants me to cook his duck. And I don't mind.
That duck right. You're gonna. But we just had dinner. Or, I mean, you just had dinner.
I ate, but, I mean, it ain't the same.
Home cooking?
Yeah.
You miss it?
Yeah.
I miss it too.
Holy shit. I feel like we're connecting. Well, are you a firework? Because you light up my world, and I can't tell if it's romantic or a potential hazard.
What a firework is, but that's lovely.
Great. Let's go cook a duck.
Okay,
I'm going to use my action, and I'm going to dismiss my familiar. It's gonna disappear from his arms.
What the fuck? The duck? Oh
that's a
my
really
God.
neat trick. How did you do that?
I'm fucking magic.
Oh, well, good luck with that. It looks like Lady Margaret needs me, so I'm gonna go, okay?
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye. Bo's looking around, looking under his own arm, and moving his duster around, being like, "Where'd the fuck that duck go? Holy shit!"
Drake has both ducks again.
He's still looking around. Just, man, Beck, come help me find the duck.
What happened to it? What'd you do with it?
I ain't fucking do anything with it. I was standing here, and it just fucking disappeared.
Was it a real duck?
Well, yeah, you can't make fake ducks.
I mean, you can. You remember them fey ducks we've met before that kind of just go in and out of existence? They're kind of like fake ducks.
I was awake.
Yeah.
Oh man, that means I really am grounded.
We are far too old to be grounded.
Oh, I ain't grounded. I'm a grown adult. I don't need nobody. I miss Mom.
Me too. Do you think they'd notice if we left?
I'm gonna go dance with a stranger.
Oh yeah, go do that.
I'm gonna go dance with the man with the wolf head. I want to take his head, like the wolf head though, not his real one.
Oh, okay.
He will let you
Yeah.
take the wolf head. Yeah. Why
Oh
not?
shit. I walk up to him acting all deceitful, I'm looking around, moving my feet, being like, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm just amazed at all these spider webs up on the ceiling. You see them?
He'll look up.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach up and take the head.
You can do a sleight of hand if you'd like.
Okay. I don't,
Can I see this happening?
probably. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. So yeah, you definitely see it.
Just standing there stroking the fake beard.
This is a 14.
So he's looking at the spider webs up at the ceiling, and then he looks back down at you, and he sees that you have clearly have taken the head, and he's like, "You could have asked
I don't know what you're talking about.
the head.
Yep.
You
Yep.
wanted to see it, no?
See it. Yeah, I just wanted to see it for a second, and I was gonna give it back, of course. He's gonna hand it back.
Do you want a replica?
Oh, hell yeah.
I cannot give you this one here, but I could.
Why not?
This one is the family heirloom,
Uh-huh.
but I can
Well, how do you know this was not a replica?
because it was passed down from generation to generation.
Okay, so what if your daddy? What if he had a replica and they gave that to you because the other one got taken?
I
Like, how do you know that this is not a replica?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
I will have to confront my father.
Oh shit, is this going down now? I got you. Let's go.
No. I will confront him when I return home.
Is it far?
Fairly far, but
Do you miss your dad? It's okay. Family's important, man.
family is important.
Remember, all these business people, they come and go. Friends, they come and go. Lovers, they come and they usually go. Sometimes they stick around longer than you want them to. But
And
family,
I'm gonna cut you off right there because I need everyone to make me a dexterity check or save. Sorry. As
is forever.
glass shatters, and yeah, glass shatters as the wind from the storm from earlier is in full force right now, and blows out all the lights. It's completely dark.
Yikes.
Betty, you should be better at this than that. Oh shit.
Betty, what did you get?
Betty got an 11.
Uh-oh.
Do I need to roll for my ducks?
Yes, please.
Bo, what did you get?
I got a 24.
Drake with your ducks?
Drake got a 10.
Okay.
Petunia got an 18. And Savant got a 12.
Okay. So, Savant, Betty, and Drake, you guys all take
2 piercing damage as glass hits you and you get all cut up. Not like super cut up.
Ow, man. Ow. It really hurts. Ow.
You didn't even get hit.
Help. I'm dying. Help.
Bo, knock that off.
Help. Oh,
You're
man.
embarrassing me.
Insurance. Come on.
Yes, glass can be quite sharp.
Everyone out of the room now.
It's quite a fun day already. Quite, yes.
Saber is gonna try to guide everyone out of the room, and then he's gonna try to close the doors behind him to shut them and seal them, essentially. He's gonna look over to Lord Daxton. I will ensure that the proper measures are taken.
Just to refresh my memory, was it storming when we got here?
It was
Yeah.
starting to, yes, and now the storm is in full force.
Okay, thanks.
Lord Daxton's gonna look at you guys now, kind of slightly disheveled from the event. Well, I guess it's safe to say that we should turn in for the night. Yes?
Your fancy roof broke.
That was a window. Yes.
It's safe to say that the party is over for tonight. We'll continue on the festivities with the grand breakfast tomorrow. How does that sound?
Sounds like a plan. Thank you for inviting us. That's quite a thrilling adventure today.
Of course, all of your rooms are just up the stairs and are labeled accordingly. If you need anything, ring the bell, and our servants will be able to provide.
Yes, do you by chance have any breadcrumbs?
Perhaps in the kitchen?
Yes, I will see to getting some breadcrumbs for Petunia and Savant here.
Oh,
Thank you.
them delivered to your room.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
And unless anybody has anything they would like to do, you can proceed with your evening activities and turn in for the night.
Yeah, as we walk back, Bo's just kind of gonna lean towards Betty and be like, I don't get it. What was the party? We just ate.
I think we were supposed to dance and mingle, but I mean, can't really knock free food, even if it wasn't good free food.
That wasn't even no banging music. They didn't have no rhythm, no beat. I didn't hear no boots tapping.
Maybe they just party different.
Yes, the upper echelon do dance and party a bit differently than down home.
I'm sorry, upper what?
The upper peoples, the rich folk, you know.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do like to party a bit more quietly.
Is that why they look kind of sad?
Yes. Disappointment runs in the rich.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Are you rich, sir?
I'm a wizard, so yes, but unlike them, I am quite
Bo's gonna
satisfied.
hug Drake's leg.
Oh, please.
There. Don't worry, sir. I'm sure the whatever you're looking for is right around the corner.
I
But
only
not for
care
you,
about.
'cause your tower's round.
By the way, we lost one of your ducks earlier, and we apologize.
Betty.
Oh, Savant, you mean? Yes, I let you hold on to him, but he didn't want to hang out with you any longer. He said that you were.
I didn't lose him.
He's quite right
the
here.
Saber Man. He took him.
He's holding Savant currently.
Yes, he's right here. He's
Oh, good, you found him. Oh,
fine.
that Saber Man. He beat me up and stole it.
Savant says otherwise, but go ahead and say what you wish. No judgment
Fuck
here.
you, Duck.
Ducks can't talk. I don't.
He says, fuck you back.
Is this like when I talk to the dog?
No. You would understand. I am a very practiced wizard. I can speak to the ducks.
No shit. I can talk to bears.
Oh, quite fascinating. Do you have a special connection to bears?
Oh yeah, we cuddle.
He's looking to Betty for any confirmation of this.
Mm-hmm. The bears in the woods love him.
Sir, if you have never had a winter night cuddling with a bear, you haven't lived.
No, I usually sleep in my tower. If during the winters the ducks kind of just pile on top of me.
How many ducks do you have?
493.
Do they come out of your butt?
No, they live in the lake by my tower.
So none come out of your butt?
No.
All right.
Savant here's a magical duck.
I was gonna hand Betty a piece of gold.
He's going to hold Savant in one hand, push into his other hand, and Savant will disappear.
Oh, it's one of them fake ducks.
Hey,
He's a magic duck.
See, I told you the ducks were fake.
He's going to then. He's going to reach behind Bo and pull out Savant from his ear.
Yes, see, magic duck.
holy shit! Do it again.
Oh, sure.
He does it again.
Can you do it like it's coming out of your butt?
I can do it like it's coming out of yours. And he
Instead of pulling it from behind his ear, he'll pull it from behind his butt.
Oh, looks at Betty.
oh, I can't believe you shit a duck. That's weird.
I think it counts. Give me my gold back.
Oh, no. We were only talking about the first duck.
Shit. Can you do that with the first duck?
Oh. No. Petunia's not quite as good at it. She gets upset when I do it.
Why would you name a duck after a flower?
Why would you name, yourself after a tool of archery?
What?
Because I'm so bendy.
My mama named us. I don't understand.
Oh, really?
Like, we didn't name ourselves, so the question is invalid.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
See. Mysteries of the world. Quite. And he will walk away.
I would like to point out that Betty is slightly taller, but it's just because of the hat.
Doesn't count.
She wears hats to make herself taller than Bo. But it does count
You
because
just
she
gonna
looks
look
taller.
up the top of your hat. Doesn't count.
Well, good night to the two of you. The ducks will keep watch over you.
Absolutely.
They always do.
Holy shit.
I know what you do at night, Bo.
I don't really want a bunch.
And he, without another word, he walks away to his room.
I don't really want ducks watching us while we sleep.
I don't really know if I'm ready to go to sleep. I thought we get some drinks. Let's start this party.
You can. I'm not going to stop you.
Here's my thing. We just leave the doors open, play some music, let them people come on in and just have a good night dancing and drinking. Wash all this rich nonsense off. Just have a good time.
Well, everybody turns in.
Bo like looks down the hallway and sees it's empty and he's like, man, this place sucks.
I'm gonna turn in because
Oh,
it
man.
seems like no one else wants to, finish partying. And like I said, Mama would want us not to be rude.
I said thanks somewhere.
And if we're being loud and disruptive, then nobody else can sleep, and that's being rude.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm taller. Who's gonna shut a door?
All right, so everybody turns in for the night. Constitution saving throws. No, I'm kidding.
Since Drake did not eat, he will consume one of his rations.
Oh.
Because he doesn't trust that food. Though, does he get his breadcrumbs for his ducks?
Yes, your breadcrumbs are there.
Good. Thank you.
All of your stuff is there. Whatever you guys had packed, aside from your weapons, is currently in your rooms to make yourselves nice and comfortable and welcome within the Daxton Estates here. The storm keeps coming. It's a brewing. It's a storming. It's doing storm things. And you guys all turn in for the night, and the night starts off, decently calm, aside from the occasional kind of creak and whistle of the wind. But partway through the night, y'all are woken up to a very high-pitched, just not really deafening, but like a scream. A major scream from a female.
Betty! Bo like runs to the base door and starts banging on it. You alright? Hey!
Yeah, Betty's awake and she comes out of her room.
Oh.
A dagger in hand.
Drake's door swings
She
open.
hid.
He is in a bathrobe. He has this hat on, and it looks like he's adjusting his beard.
Baxter, Alexander, and Bellamere are all also kind of rushing out of their rooms.
What's going on? I heard screaming. Did you murder your sister?
Bo has off-white long johns on, and that's it. But, he's 2'10", so.
Put on a shirt, young man.
Sir, I'm showing what Lathander gave me. You're lucky I got this much on.
I thought that's what your mother gave you.
Well, yeah, but with the blessing of Lathander.
Yeah.
And my paw.
Interesting. Where was that scream?
Baxter is gonna start darting, and he's like, Margaret!
Chasing after. Behind Drake, the two ducks are waddling very quickly after Drake.
Does everybody else follow? Because Bellamere and Alexander are gonna run after Baxter as well.
Do we have our weapons were in our room?
Yeah.
They're in a coat check room, yes.
But not in our room.
Not in your main rooms, no.
Was there a stick or anything?
There's a candlestick.
I'm gonna take a candlestick.
Okay.
Drake still has his staff because he did not turn that in.
No, it's a walking staff.
Yeah, it's a walking stick. It's not like it's magical focus or something.
Not a weapon.
Not a weapon.
Not a weapon.
Betty hid a dagger in her dress so they couldn't see it.
Okay.
So she just has the knife. Just the one dagger.
Okie dokie. I'll let it go. So I'm assuming you guys are all following after Baxter?
Yep, chasing after him with ducks chasing me.
Okay. He runs down the hall, and you guys pass through kind of like a balcony-like area that overlooks that great hall where you guys first entered through. And he keeps running down that sort of section of the estate into another section of hallways where there is a room that is still lit up. All the other doors are closed, but you can see there's one doorway that has light coming through it, and you can see the shadow of Margaret on the floor. and he kind of runs in, and he kind of like steps back as soon as he looks into the doorway, and he leans up against the wall, kind of like in shock and horror.
Move, man. Right, what's going on?
When you look inside, you see Lord Daxton sitting at his desk with a sword piercing through his chest. Lady Margaret is on her knees, kind of too shocked to say anything. She's shaking. Her eyes are wide. She's pale as a ghost.
Oh, fuck.
And she's got, like, streams of tears running down her face. But, yeah, Lord Daxton, dead with a sword in the study.
Drake will enter, and he's going to go to Margaret, and he's going to try to help her out of the room, because that's not going to help her mental state.
Kind of like a doll, almost. You help her up, but she's kind of not looking at you. She's not responsive. But if you start pulling her away, she'll start walking towards the direction that you pulled her.
Calm down. You should not stare at them too long. It does not help. Trust me.
Betty, go help that lady out. She's broken. Yeah, but you're a woman. She's a woman. Go, woman.
What do you want me to do? I don't know her enough.
Y'all are like the same.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. Betty is gonna just, like, put her, like, hide her dagger back in, like, those things that you strap, like, she's got a hidden dagger strapped to her leg, and she's gonna put it back, like, at the bottom, and then she's gonna walk into the room and, like, look at the body and, like, try to examine what happened.
Yeah, you can make a perception check or investigation.
Ooh. Let's do perception. Do. 13.
Okay, so you see that, yeah, gigantic ass sword piercing out of his chest. It looked like Lord Daxton was working on some sort of paperwork on his desk that is now all bloodied up, but it looks like pieces of it are torn. Looking closely, you are able to depict intricate designs on the hilt of the blade. Designs you may or may not recognize. But it looked like it was not a struggle. It looks like the attack was clean, simple, one and done.
Can I make a survival check? Because I've done a lot of hunting and I've seen when fights happen and stuff. I don't know how I'm trying to word this. It does look like there wasn't a struggle, and I'm trying to see, was he just sitting there writing and everything when it happened? Just trying to get an idea, like Sherlock Holmes style, of like what happened.
Or you can even do insight.
Okay, I can do insight.
Okay.
15.
Yes, dear Watson. So you can't really fully tell sort of what kind of circumstances may have occurred within this room here. If you look at his table or his desk there, you can see the different pieces of paperwork he has on there. There's some in regards to farming plots, plot lands for farming. There is information in regards to shields and swords. There is the gold mining company that Alexander is an owner for. You can see his insignias. And then you could see there is a map that has Baxter's signature on it. So you can see it looked like he was looking up information about each individual person in the room, including there's a book on ducks, but it seemed like he was just trying to kind of piece together different informational or in pieces of you guys in particular. And the papers are kind of disheveled in the sense where it looked like somebody had kind of crawled up onto the desk to just try to get at him. So there was definitely somebody in the room who was across from him. But that's kind of all you can get from that.
Do y'all think he's dead?
Yes. He's very dead.
Most likely, yes. Do you think you'd be dead if a sword was stabbed through your chest?
Hell no. I once fell down a ravine and my mama helped me. Mom brought me back fully healed. She's magical like an angel.
Yes, quite. Head count, who's here?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone's here. Including Annie and including Saber. Lady Bellamere is gonna kind of step through. She also is kind of like white as a ghost, but she's way more collected than Margaret is. She kind of looks at the body and she starts approaching a little bit closely, and she kind of has a moment of SpaghettiOs come across her face as she grabs the hilt of the sword and just pulls it out.
Oh.
You're not supposed to mess with the body.
Yeah, you're supposed to close the wound before you pull the blade out. He's definitely dead now.
I think it's a little too late for that, but this is my sword.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so you did
Arrest
it.
her.
I didn't do it, I swear. I was asleep.
I'm pretty sure you did that.
No,
Lies. She's a liar.
You're an
did
elf, you
not.
don't sleep. That's a lie.
Whoa, hey now.
Deception check. I wanted to see if everyone is thinking it's her.
Oh, shit. I'm down.
I have
Hold on a
advantage
second.
because I'm a fucking actor.
Okay. Continue.
So do we
Continue.
contesting insight checks
23.
to see if he's lying?
Okay.
Yeah, because he's trying to persuade us.
Okay, if you want to. Oh,
Yeah.
and the NPCs.
Yeah.
That's a 20. So close.
Elves don't sleep.
Got anything, Bo?
Or what?
You're not gonna try to.
No, I believe him. It's her sword. It only makes sense.
When
It's
did
her sword. She said she was asleep at the time. Elves don't sleep.
she came out of the room around the same time we all did, right? So we heard the scream, and then like ran towards it.
Yes.
How long have we been asleep?
You've been asleep for roughly about 4 hours.
More or less than 4.
4 minutes and 15, or sorry, 4 minutes. 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh. Good. I'm alright for a little while.
So you lie about sleeping and now you're claiming you were trancing. That's very suspicious, young lady.
All right, if you're so smart. Where's your proof that I did it aside from my sword? I was in my room.
You just pulled the sword out of his chest without even letting us examine for fingerprints.
That's actually true. I mean, you didn't wait for us to study or nothing.
What knowledge
You
did
kind of just pulled it out.
Would
Yeah.
There's such a thing called ink blots. We could do dusting.
ink blots?
Yes, I have vials of ink right here. He pulls out a vial of ink. We could do fingerprints on paper just to double check compared to this. If there's fingerprints, it would have been helpful, but now there's your fingerprints on it. You just grab the sword.
Fingerprints all over. Anyways, it's my sword.
Yes, but whoever used it last would have the most recent fingerprints.
Wait.
But now your head wiped away those.
Whenever something kills one of our hens, Paul always checks the dirt around the hen to make sure that it ain't no wolf or bear or some kind of other predator. And Bo is gonna like look at the ground, get on his hands and knees, and you know he's fucking small, so he's like 3 inches off the ground. He's gonna look around for some kind of feet print that are blood or anything around the body. He's just kind of circling it. I'm gonna look for this little lady's feet print.
Somebody who is smart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Shaking
that is me.
Yes, shaking the ground does help, but more importantly, you disrupted the crime scene here. You should not have touched
Sorry.
I'm just saying, you rushed into this too quickly, and you removed the sword before we could even check it for any fingerprints that weren't yours. Obviously, we understand, yes, your fingerprints would be on it, but whoever's most recently were would still be there if you don't wipe them away with all your oily hand.
And she's kind of like, oh no, I'm losing this argument. Bo, can you do that perception check or survival check for me, please? Or investigation, even. Aha.
Yeah, just scratch that intelligence one. What would you rather, young lady? Survival or perception?
Oh, let's see. You are trying to use your previous knowledge of tracking, and let's do survival.
Yes, ma'am.
Meanwhile, yeah, Bellamere is just gonna like toss the sword down to the ground.
Damn, Betty, we ain't getting shit out of these rolls tonight. That's a 14.
What it? 14.
Yeah.
So you, when you're kind of crawling around on the ground, you notice that the ground is actually fairly clean. You just see the bits of blood from Lord Daxton on the ground, but you don't see any sort of trails or anything of the sort. However, when you do crawl around, you do see a bit of kind of like scuffing from what appears to be a secret bookshelf.
This floor is clean as shit. Also, that bookshelf, it's like all them Nemesis people. He's got a secret passage. I kind of
Everyone
want
has
to go
a
over
secret
there.
passage.
Oh shit, that guy's listening.
Yes, we're all listening. Yeah, you're in the same room as me.
Act nonchalant. Spiderwebs on the ceiling.
Miss Bellamere, you have to understand that, well, I'm not immediately accusing you, or it may be that I am, but it sounds like I am. I'm not. I'm just saying, you quite literally just yanked the weapon out of the man's chest without any second thought. It does
Oh,
look very
sorry.
suspect, if you would ask me, of course.
It's rather suspicious that you know awfully a lot about a crime scene.
Yes, I am a wizard. I've brought to many to divine the truth from people. I was not expecting this. I was expecting more hunting injuries, so I prepped more healing spells than the divining spells that... I wish I knew we were going to be solving a murder today.
You prepped a healing spell.
Yes, there was going to be hunting, yes?
Indeed.
Hunting accidents are number one cause of death in this town.
Huh?
Quite.
I was expecting someone to get hit with an arrow at some point. I have to be ready.
What kind of fucking people are you hunting with?
Little too ready, if you ask me.
Oh yes, healing word. Always prepped to stop murders. You know, that... Such strong healing. I was expecting someone to get shot in with an arrow during a hunting trip because they missed a deer and hit someone else. That happens more often than I can count. Do you know how many arrows I've had to remove in the past month alone?
No, and frankly, I don't care.
Exactly.
I mean, I do. This is ridiculous. Are you serious? Man, these people need to quit hunting.
I have removed 4 arrows per day for the last month. It's crazy.
I think people need to have to take a class before they go hunting with these bows. They're obviously not practicing safety.
I have 120 arrows of different makes and models, all just collecting in my basement because people just keep shooting each other with them while hunting. It's crazy.
What in the
So
fuck?
I was just prepping to be
Everyone.
safe.
Stop!
You can't
Everyone,
blame me.
stop!
Oh, I kind of forgot we were doing this. Shit.
My father is dead, and you're just bickering!
She started it.
Yes, I'm trying to point out that somebody just literally tried to accuse me for prepping healing spells when she pulled the sword out.
I want to go on the bookshelf.
Okay. You go to the bookshelf.
Oh no, I was telling her that.
Oh. And Margaret is gonna be like, the fuck? But Baxter's kind of immediately gonna grab her and let's go somewhere quiet, okay?
How does she react to being grabbed?
She flinches a little bit, but she relaxes as soon as she realizes, okay, it was Baxter that kind of held on to her. And she immediately just kind of like grabs onto his arm and kind of like buries her face into his arm as he leads her away.
What does Elf Bitch react with?
Oh.
She kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit, but then she kind of looks back at the body of like, shit, like what do we do?
So now that the weapon is no longer usable as, like, any sort of evidence, I was hoping to swipe it for prints.
Obviously, the only way we're going to learn what happened here is to go into that bookshelf.
But secret bookshelves never reveal anything but secret plans.
That seems exactly the kind of thing we need to learn.
Looking at what he has on his desk, he was just trying to, I guess, piece together some connecting points for each of us. He's researching armor and weapons for you, Miss. I always forget your name because I just don't care enough.
Oh, shit. Do you need some aloe for your burn, lady?
No, but I'm gonna lay down some salt in the wound. I'm sorry. I'm
Mining.
sorry.
Gold mining, because obviously Lord Alexander, you were a minor, and he was a minor, and everybody's a minor, apparently. But not the underage kind,
I'm of age.
thankfully.
Oh.
Yes, I just wanted to clarify. Lady Margaret is his daughter, so he doesn't need anything for her. Is there any sort of, like, archaeology papers on his desk?
Yeah, so there was a map that was signed by Baxter. Based off of your conversation kind of earlier, you can kind of figure out, like, oh, these might be the plot points that that he was referring to in regards to his dig sites.
Okay. So there's some for Baxter, there's some for, of course, his own, because he's a minor as well as Alexander. Ducks, of course. Ducks are important. Most important here. Farming. Is there... Which one was the last one he seemed to have been looking at? Or have they been shuffled already?
They've been kind of already shuffled, but the one that's on the top is the Lord Alexander's papers.
Yeah, interesting. So he was looking at this. What do these papers exactly pertain to? Just mining company info?
Yeah, so it is a lot of information in regards to Lord Alexander's company as a whole. So, like, all of his assets, what kind of areas he controls, how many people he has on his staff team, basically, what his equipment is. Everything you need to know about his company is right in front of him, basically, including how much his company is worth.
That's a lot of information on your company, Lord Alexander.
Is that so?
Guessing this was... Yes, come over here for a second. Is this all true? I don't care much for the mining industry. It's just not my personal taste, but I do respect it, as minerals are important. Is this info you have given him personally, or did he acquire this in some other means?
It appears that some of the information here is information I have provided to him in the past, but a lot of it is very formative from what beyond what I've given him.
Interesting. Would you be upset to learn that he knows all of this stuff?
Quite. He approached me in the past about potentially combining our two companies together, but I've wanted to stay separate.
That's interesting. And what's his face like? Does this look like it's a new revelation, or has he seen this before?
You can tell it's new information. Like, he's questioning it.
Okay. Just gonna prep an insight for when I'm asked to roll an insight, because I will eventually. Interesting. So he's been looking towards a merger between companies. That's a fascinating little bit. But you denied him every time. Were you interested in the prospect of his seeming interest in marrying Lady Margaret to you?
That is news to me, although Lady Margaret is rather nice. I don't quite think that she is the one for me.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. Thank you for this information, young man. Quite kind to just lay it all on the table.
Is it because she ain't got no honky-tonk badonkadonk?
Sir, that's just quite inappropriate to talk about someone's daughter like that, especially in front of the man.
Holy shit!
Sorry.
Say sorry to him now.
Oh.
Apologize to Lord Daxton.
Yes, apologize to the dead body.
Drake's not even turned around to look. He's just saying that. Interesting. Man, I mean, you're the weapons dealer, right?
Yes.
What do the weapons dealing things have to do with on his desk?
They were the deal proposal that she had initially brought forward to him in regards to creating a partnership for gold lining weapons and armor.
Gilding weapons, okay. How far down on the list is it? Like, in his stack?
There is no stack. They kind of got disheveled, so I would say it's kind of like, I don't know if anything, if you're talking to like slight stackage, the third one down.
Okay, so it looks to be about number 3 from the last he's looked at?
Da.
Okay, so he was looking at the mining most recently. It doesn't look like he was too invested in what you proposed, but you seemed more interested in getting a different kind of partnership with Lord Baxter there.
What you mean?
Don't worry about it. You don't catch my drift, you don't get it then. Now, tell me, this is a proposal you made. How does it make you feel knowing that he wasn't even considering it any further?
I could care less at this point. He's a dead man anyways.
What does her facial expression look like in that?
Calm.
Insight check!
Okay.
20!
She doesn't seem to be completely bothered by the situation that's before her. She's kind of more focused on the fact that she's trying to, like, I don't know how to explain it. She is too calm for the situation that is before you, basically. And it seems like she's more focused on herself.
Oh, she's definitely the killer then. Okay, interesting. What? So it goes mining. What's between mining and her book, her proposal?
The farm plot.
Okay, well we understand that Betty. Actually, hold on. I'm going to turn to Bo. Mr. Bo, Mr. Bo.
As he's saying this, Bo is pushing open the shelf.
There's a switch somewhere. You should look for that. Question for you.
Can I open it, Miranda?
So yeah, you open up the bookshelf and it creaks open fairly easily, and you see a dark hallway.
The guy like looks down a little bit and then turns back. Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. What's up?
You're a farmer, sort. You and Miss Betty are both farmers, yes?
Yes, sir.
Can you
I'm
come
more
look
of
at this?
the pig side of things, though.
I don't care about what you engage with in the pigs, but
Betty will walk over and look. You shouldn't ask Bo about the paperwork. He don't know nothing about that.
I do too. I could sign my name.
Barely.
Yes, yeah. So what?
He's gonna look at Drake. I learned how to sign my name when I was 10. I'm smart.
Yes, I've been doing it since I was born, but it's okay.
Man, he just had to flex on you. Anyway, I'm gonna look at the papers.
How do you do that? Your fingers so small.
Anyways, what does the farming paperwork have to do? Is it just plots of land, or is it like...
What does Betty see as she looked at it?
Yeah, I'm staring at this paper. What do I see with my eyes?
Yeah, you see your plot, your farm circled, and then you see a bunch of other farms that you know of, just due to connections that you guys may have, noted on the map or on the paperwork as well. But your guys' land is circled drastically.
Interesting. I don't know what he has, and she'll point it out to Bo, saying that, like, is it on like a map and stuff?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a small little topography kind of map, along with a document. So it's kind of like not a full-scale map, but it's like, here's your section, and here's information about your plot grid.
Yeah, she'll explain it to Bo and say, that's our home. And then she'll point out the other farmers around, and then there's Jezebel's, and then that's Mr. Marcus's farm. He's got everybody's, but look.
He's an asshole.
Look, let's not talk about Mr. Marcus. There's a lot of, like, circles around ours, though, so it looks like he might have more interest in our farm.
Your plot looks quite a bit larger than the others, to be fair.
It is. There's also something else on our farm, which would make ours a lot
Yeah.
more valuable.
Uh-huh.
Is it drugs?
It is not drugs.
Oh, I was hoping you might be a purveyor of the wizard feed, but I'm disappointed to
I'm
hear
sorry,
that.
sir. We don't partake in things like that.
Mm-mm.
Do you know one who does?
No.
No, sir.
Ah, shoot.
Well, you said there was documentation. Is there anything listed about why he is interested in the farms?
In a bunch of the farms in particular, it seems like there might be some mineral deposits in the land.
Mm-hmm.
Cross-referencing the farmer map and the archaeological map, it looks like kind of you see this pattern of I guess sedimentary material that is being collected in different areas, and it's creating sort of like this line effect almost. And each one of the high points that he circled is along this high mineral deposit line that he is tracking.
Oh, so we have high mineral deposits under.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not really sure what
as you
that
guys are
is.
looking at this map, Bellamere is trying to walk away.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, shit. Hey. Stop there, mister.
That's a ma'am.
Oh, shit. Who? Oh. Velamir.
I'm trying to return to my chambers.
Hey, do you know anything about this?
About what? The map?
Oh, shit. Yeah, the cinema...
Mineral deposits.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about mineral deposits.
Holy shit, me either.
Really?
Oh, good for you.
Considering you're a weapons
No.
dealer, you don't understand mineral deposits?
My mind is simply just on gold. I let everybody else underneath me handle the other materials.
Yeah, and since there's a dead body here, you're not allowed to just off, so I guess you're stuck.
Ugh. So I have to stay, but Margaret and Baxter are able to go convene.
Margaret is
Well, don't be
grieving,
too jealous.
and Baxter, I don't know why we let him leave, but I think he took Miss Margaret away.
Don't be jealous.
Do you think they're doing it?
Probably not.
Also, your sword was sticking out of the man, so you're suspect number one, so you can flop your pretty little ass down.
I don't think you're supposed to be flirting with the suspects.
That's not flirting.
Oh,
Can you roll me an intimidation?
Can I help her?
Yeah. How would you like to help her?
I'm gonna hold my candlestick real like threateningly. I'm gonna look at her and go, "You sit down before this goes where you sit."
the ducks pull out knives.
Oh, that's
Am
way
I
more
rolling with
intimidating.
advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Miranda.
15.
15. Okay. So she's not really like totally phased, but she's definitely like, I don't really want to start shit, so I'm going to comply. And she doesn't sit, but she does just stand before you guys with her little nightie, arms folded across her chest and just staring daggers at you guys.
Betty, she looks real mad.
That's crazy.
I
Wonder
don't-
why she'd be mad. Anyways,
You don't have anything to contribute to this conversation?
yes.
You're just, fuck it, this dead guy's here, even though you were trying to strike business deals with him?
Business.
She doesn't seem too distraught about his death. Honestly, I don't think she really cares. She seems more, what is that term? In it for herself, you know?
Thank you.
Yes, Petunia. She
I'm
is quite
sorry,
the bitch.
I have one question. Shouldn't you be concerned if somebody stole your sword, especially when it looks fancy?
That's what I want to try to figure out. Why?
That's all she cares about.
Why was my sword taken from the coat check?
Holy
Probably 'cause it's
shit.
the only sword I saw.
Is Annie here?
Yes, Annie and Saber are both there.
Bo's gonna walk up. Bo's gonna saunter up to Annie with some swag. Hey there. Yeah. Is your name Google? Cause you've got everything I've been searching. Annie, I need you to answer me real honestly, please.
Who all has access to that coat check thing?
Myself, Saber, Lord Daxton, and of course Lady Margaret.
So did you do it?
Yeah, it kind of narrows it down to like 2 of you.
No, it really doesn't. Access and permitted access are different things. People can gain access to anything.
Yeah, but they said there are security measures in place.
What kind of security measures?
Who took our stuff when we came in?
Saber,
Okay.
the butler.
I just need my memory refreshed.
He put it to the side, and then Annie popped out of the hole in the wall
Yes.
and then took it to the back.
Well, we could just ask. Annie, did you murder this man?
I didn't murder Lord Daxton at all.
Right.
Okay.
25.
She's telling the truth. Like, she's
Oh,
worried.
shit.
She's concerned. She's scared, even.
Okay, she's telling the truth.
Is
oh,
there
hey, do the same thing to Saber.
Yes. Eddie, you're good. You didn't do it. Your heart is pure. For now.
Dun dun.
Saber, my good man.
Yes,
Did you murder this man?
I did not.
Insight check.
Okay.
I'm gonna be saying that a lot.
26.
He's completely monotone. Like, he doesn't seem to show emotion, but he hasn't really shown much emotion aside from the whole chair incident.
Think the only way we're gonna know what's really going on here is if we go into the secret passage.
Does Saber seem to be telling the truth at least?
Yeah, he seems to be, based off of what you can see, telling the truth. There's no indication that he could be lying.
Interesting. Very, very stoic man you are. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, very, very shiny scales. What kind of upkeep do you take on those?
I take very good care of myself. I use the proper oils every day and I bathe
Interesting.
Well, you bathe every day?
every day.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, yes.
Good hygiene.
Keep your skin, your scales, your feathers, whatever you have, very clean.
Be a little weird.
Do you know what's in that secret passage, Saber?
It is the servants' quarters. All of these
What?
secret passages are servant hallways. How we travel.
That's creepy as fuck, by the way.
For real.
It enables us
Hey.
to get to where we need to go without any sort of interruptions.
It just
Okay, hear me out. Somebody went into the coat check, took a secret passage into here while he was down there reading and studying, doing his reading thing. They like come up behind him, jump on the desk, stabbed him in the neck, cleaned the wound, closed it up,
Ew.
stabbed him in the chest, put him on the floor.
He was sitting at the desk when he was stabbed in the chest.
why would they jump on the desk if they're already behind him?
Why would they be behind him? They stabbed him in the chest.
Exactly. No, but hold on, is the bookshelf that's the secret passage behind or in front of him?
Like off to the side behind him.
You see, they probably did not do that.
Yeah, but you can't stab somebody in the chest from behind. Come on, man, use your head.
Yeah, so they probably did not use the secret passage to sneak up on him. They probably were in front of him. So I doubt the secret passage was used in this sense. So
Man, I don't know.
all the secret passages are used for traversing for the employees. How many employees total do work here?
Tonight, too.
That is very few. Is there anyone else who could possibly be in the building?
Tonight, no.
Are you sure of this?
The chef has already left for the day, and the musicians have already left as well.
So the chef.
In the storm?
That is not my problem.
Wait, why would the chef leave with so many guests?
The chef does not live here.
Yeah, but
So
it's a big event.
That is where I come in.
I think it was the chef.
question, Saber, is there any broken carriages on the way out?
I do not know. We'd have to go look.
Okay. Can you take a quick check on that? I have a feeling they might be dead.
Yes. And he'll start walking away.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Saber. Anyways, so now, Mr. Alexander and Mrs. Whatever your name is, did you guys do it?
Who, us?
No, I'll ask you guys in a second.
I did not do any of this. And neither did I. My sword may be in his chest, but that does not mean I did it.
Insight check. 21 on Lord Alexander, because he spoke first.
He has that kind of like slight concern in his voice, and like that worrisome sound, and he's like not making eye contact, so he's nervous.
And then on Elf Bitch. 13. I can't incite her, apparently.
She's still calm and collected.
Didn't you already insight her?
Okay. I can incite her as much as I want.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean I'll get anything out of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go find Margaret.
Betty, you
we-
ain't going nowhere by yourself. People are fucking dying around here.
I'll be fine.
No, you ain't. Shit, I'm with you.
We left Margaret alone.
No, it's fine. She's with Baxter.
Betty, you can go ahead and take a savant with you. He will pull out a duck and hand it to Betty.
Okay. She'll grab the duck.
He'll keep an eye on you.
Yeah, fuck that duck. I'm still going.
Do not fuck the
Bo,
duck. That's
I need you to-
inappropriate behavior for a duck.
Bo, you gotta investigate the passage and find out where it leads.
Oh,
Find any
man.
tracks.
I have mixed feelings because I really want to do that, but I want you to be all right.
But how about you go down the passage and you can also interrogate these two while we do it?
Betty, you promised me if there's anything bad going on, you run away.
Got it. Same for you.
Oh, hell, you know I will.
All right, Mr. Alexander and Mrs. whatever your name is, because I refuse to learn it. Let's go. We're going down the secret passage.
All right.
I'm gonna go find Margaret and ask her some questions because we let the one who found the body walk away.
Roll me an investigation or survival to try to figure out where she could be.
I'm gonna do survival because I'm not good with investigation. What the fuck? I have not rolled over a 10 when it comes to actual checks. 11.
So it takes you a hot minute to try to figure out where exactly she is. And you can kind of hear her crying. So you kind of eventually follow the sound, and you see her and Baxter in her very large, lavish room, and he's kind of consoling her.
Knock knock. She says knock knock and like knocks on the door at the same time.
Baxter looks up and he's like, shh, 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 quiet.
No. It's rude to shush a woman. I don't know who raised you, but you should know that. Listen, I understand. Yeah, I'm fully aware that it is not a good time. But you realize that there's only so many people in this building, and there's, like, she'll look over at Margaret, and a not good situation going on. So we kind of need to ask questions so we can find out who did it.
Very, very logical. Wait,
Did you expect something else?
no, the situation is very intense right now. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to help.
Well, then you can take your scrawny little ass and sit over there, and I'll talk to her.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you ain't going very far. I don't trust you either.
Yes, ma'am. And he'll kind of peel himself off of Margaret and just calmly walk over to the to a nearby chair and just sit down. And he's fumbling with his hands a lot, and he eventually he grabs his tail, and he's playing with his tail, just trying to like keep himself focused.
Okay, so that I can re-gauge all of the characters that we have in this situation. I know
Yes, ma'am.
Baxter, Elf Lady. Who was the other gentleman in the room with us?
That's Lord Alexander.
Lord Alexander. That's Wolfhead guy.
Yes.
Okay. That's the one I kept forgetting about.
That's okay. He's very forgetful.
Okay, so, I just had to put little notes in my brain. Okay. So, Betty is gonna, walk over to Miss Margaret. Now, Miss Margaret, I understand this is a lot going on. Losing family isn't all that easy. But I have to ask you these questions. Is that okay?
Yes, I suppose that is okay.
Also, this duck is here. The fake beard duck man gave him to me.
At the sight of the duck, she is going to jump and scream and like completely try to get as far away as possible.
Savant will jump out of Betty's arms and go and stare up at Baxter.
Okay, yeah, so duck's gone. It's all good. No need to be frightened. He's gonna keep Baxter in his spot. Can I ask what happened when you, like, what made you go and talk to your father at this time of night? You should have been asleep like the rest of us.
I wasn't sleeping very well, and I knew Father was going to be awake to look at some of his work. And I wanted to feel a sense of comfort because of the storm, and when I went to study, that's where I saw the.
And she's
Yes.
she's trying really hard to keep her composure.
Was the door closed when you went in? Like, did you have to knock and stuff?
I did.
Okay. Did you see or hear anything?
Did not.
Now, try to think back a little bit for me. Don't just answer.
I don't recall anything. I can't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. I understand it's a lot. But you gotta understand is there's only so many people in this house, and we have to figure out who did it. And you were the first person to find your father. Now, I'm not saying you did it. I would never accuse you of that. I'm just saying that you have the best, you have the most information at this time. Do you know what your father's been working on?
He's been trying to find proposals and try to expand our company.
And what does your company do?
We are gold miners. We supply gold to the monarchs of neighboring country, and we supply gold bars to them for their currencies.
Is that why we were all called here? Because we had all bit of an interest in your businesses?
I didn't want to admit it, but I do believe that this ball was just so that Father could establish partnerships and find a suitor and work out deals. And this was all just business plan, business work.
Nailed it.
He just wanted me to be set up for success for when he does pass. I didn't think it was just going to be this soon.
So, meanwhile, y'all are going through the secret passageway. Annie's actually going to join you guys.
Mr. Bow,
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Did you murder him?
What the fuck? I don't even like him.
Exactly, so did you murder him?
Sir, who the hell murders someone they don't like? That don't even make sense.
Many people.
No.
Right,
So
we
did you
murder
do it?
people we do like.
Yeah. You murder someone because you like what they got. Money, their nice carriage. Maybe they got some fancy wheels for it. Their wife, their land. Like, us. Like, if I had been found dead, obviously it's because they want to be in my family. Best family ever. Bless the thunder. So, this guy, I don't want nothing he's got.
Hear me out, though. If a man insulted them, your family, right? If he said that your family is a bunch of no good hicks that don't belong anything except for in a gutter, would you react?
I mean, everybody's allowed to have an opinion. Hey, me, I gotta listen to it. I just simply walk away.
So did you do it?
I already told you. I don't like him.
That's not an answer. It's a simple yes or no. Did you murder him?
I'm sorry. Are you not listening? Why would I murder him? N-O-E. No.
That's not how you spell no, young man.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Betty! Bo just stands there looking at you. Hands on his hips, looking at you from 3 feet down. He's just like, fuck you.
Tell him the truth.
Okay, so he didn't do it, so this clears you off the list. Did your sister kill him?
Sir,
I like you so far. Don't fuck that up.
Well, hear me out. What if he made a move on her?
I would do it.
You'd murder him?
Yeah.
So, what if he did?
Actually, that's not true. He might be good for her. You know what? Now, I'd let her say for herself. She's a grown up. Well, she's an adult.
Interesting.
You know what? I apologize. Don't let her hear about this. She's kind of a bully.
Interesting. Addie, are you keeping track of this?
Listening, but I'm also trying to find the magic sigils. Don't worry. Because as you guys are walking,
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
as you guys are walking, Annie keeps tapping the walls, and every once in a while, when she taps a certain stone, it lights up and illuminates a little bit.
The fuck?
The magic of the Arcana. Yes.
Oh, that's pretty. What's that do?
Oh yeah, Lady Margaret set up these little sigil thingies, is what she called them, in the hallways so that we didn't have to bring any candlelight or anything through here. But sometimes it's a little tricky to find the sigils, especially in the dark.
Wait. Hold on now. So, Lady Margaret, she's one of them caster people?
Yes, she seemed quite studied, so yes, most likely.
Just because you can read a book don't mean you can do stuff.
Can you read a book?
Don't mean nothing. Yeah.
Really? What did this say then? He's going to write hello on it. On a piece of paper.
It says, hello.
Okay, good young man. Have a cookie.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Take a cookie. I like cookies, man.
Chocolate chip.
I prefer peanut butter. I ain't gonna say no to a cookie. All right. This is nice. I like you again. Thank you. Hey, anyways, so this, Mr. Drake, man, Mr. Duck. Hey, so,
You can just call me Drake.
Okay, fancy caster people studied in individuals. Can y'all like do stuff, like that could aid you, in doing bad stuff? Know what I mean?
Are you talking about the school of evocation, the school that could cause things such as fire to erupt in a massive explosion?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it sounds exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Many wizards prefer to study in the art of explosions and fire and death and murder and homicide of the magical varieties, but I have never been one such.
This escalated quite a bit. Now I'm just wondering if somebody who did like stuff on the wall that light up, could they do something, bad?
With magic, possibly, but it depends on what kind of magics. A sword could be catapulted using a special spell that flings items.
No shit. That's pretty handy. Man, I bet that saves a lot of time. Can you do it with arrows too?
Yes, but it only goes so many times before you can no longer do it.
Yeah. Nothing beats a bow. Get it?
I'm sure your sister does.
Anyway, so could you like look into that? Like sniff around and see if it's magical badness in his room? Like, could you do that before we get too far?
I'm not quite one. I was not prepared for investigation, so sadly I did not detect magic or anything like that.
What does that mean?
The special kind of spell, you see. It makes my eyes open to the essences of magic and the arcane, Yes.
Yeah, I know. My bad. I'm gonna look at the floor now.
You should probably not. You could miss a wall that might hit you in the face. Like this one. Careful.
Annie is ahead of you guys and eventually comes across a wooden door that she creaks open.
Hey, wait, man.
Well, there's an
You got
explosive
people
there.
dying and shit. You gotta be careful when you're opening a door. You need a big, strong man to open it first. Saber, get up there and get that door.
Yeah, Saber's off somewhere else. Wait, what about me? I'm an old man. You're going to tell an old man to go open the door?
No, you're right. Ma would be disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I respect your elders. I apologize. As he walks by Annie, he's gonna go,
Are you a dictionary? Because you're adding meaning to my life, and I probably need to redefine my approach to you.
I don't think you're very good at this,
He's great.
I'm actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I
I'm
am.
glad that you are finding yourselves enjoyable to each other. Okay. Anyways, what's behind this door, young Annie?
Can I stealthily look through the door, madam?
I don't know. I think you're allowed
I
to.
was talking to
The
Miranda.
fourth wall.
Who the fuck's Miranda?
I said, madam.
Yeah, you can go ahead and stealthily look through that door.
You were doing it in your accent.
It's shit. 14.
14. Yeah, the slight creak of the door happens.
Fuck.
But you peer through and there's nobody's in there.
Now, what's behind door number 1?
Saved your life.
This is my room.
Oh. I didn't think we'd be here this quick, but all right then.
You don't have to sneak around, so
Oh wait, shit, that's right. You still might be a potential killer. I want to look around her room for a weapon.
you can roll a perception or investigation.
Petunia says
It's like-
no, she's not the killer.
Not like in depth, but just kind of look under the bed, lift the sheets, look for stuffed animals / weapon. Yeah, just kind of peek around. 13.
Okay. So you see there's
so
a
dumb.
little kind of like a little piggy stuffed animal that she's got on her bed. It's very well maintained and very clean. That seems to be the only piece of color in this room. Everything else is kind of like gray and drab and not really like fancy or of any sort. She's got a dresser, she's got a mirror, she's got her bed. The end. There's really isn't much else in this room.
Well, I guess I can leave the two of you to this room alone, and goodbye then. Petunia says goodbye. He closes the door on Bo and Annie. Oh boy, I left myself with 2 possible killers. I hope this doesn't go poorly.
I was gonna open the door back up.
Oh dang.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
I was seeing if the moment I closed the door, one of them would try to stab me.
Sir, you have problems.
Trust
Annie,
issues.
grab the pig and come on.
Okay. She grabs the pig, zero hesitation, and she's holding it like close to her chest.
Hell yeah. Pig's the strongest and smartest animal out there.
Cute and adorable, and I like their little ears.
Oh, well, I got a pile of them at home.
You should show me.
Okay. Oh, shit. Nobody's
Your
ever
what?
asked to see my pile of ears before.
I can't believe you're trying to let this woman see your pork already.
If Betty was there, both of you would be in trouble.
That was great.
I am.
Speaking of Betty,
You're still questioning Margaret.
Now, we found out that it was the elf lady's sword that had did it to the gentleman. You are one of the only people in the house who supposedly has a key to where they kept our weapons. Where do you keep your key, and do you still have it?
I usually keep my key in my jewelry box.
We're not in her room, we're in Baxter's room, correct?
No, you're in her room.
Okay, I'm gonna wander over to her jewelry box.
It's just on a very large dresser. She's got like this large ass vanity set. And the jewelry box is just in the corner. It's got like many drawers on it.
Can I reach the dresser?
Yeah, you're on your tippy toes. You can reach it.
Okay. Try not to look undignified by standing on my tippy toes. I'm gonna awkwardly scoot the thing to the edge so that I could get better reach.
It's kind of like in the position where it's like it's just slightly out of your reach, even on your tippy toes. So you kind of have to like grab something that's nearby to like knock it towards you, just so you can grab it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not asking for help. I get the jewelry box, correct?
Yeah.
Or do I need that for help? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna open the jewelry box. Is it locked, or can I just open it up and get the key?
You can just open it up and get the key.
Is there a key in said jewelry box?
Yeah, there when you open it up, on the very top of it, there's actually a set of keys. There's 4 different sets of keys on there.
Okay. Now, Miss Margaret, I'm gonna take your keys now just in case we need them. Is that okay, or?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket the keys. And both Baxter and Miss Margaret saw this. This is the first time that I have ever gotten these keys. So I'm gonna put what's it called? She's gonna scoot the jewelry box back up as good as she can, not in the right place, but the best she can do. And then walk over, like, look at Baxter. You, what were you doing before we found the body?
I was asleep. What were you doing?
I was also asleep.
Okay.
But I'm not the one questioning here. Alright, you're not the one questioning here. I am. So who was one of the first people in the room other than Margaret? Do we know the order?
Baxter was the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was Drake behind Baxter.
Okay. Drake is chicken or duck man. I almost said chicken man. Got it. Did you do it? And I'm gonna insight check Baxter.
Hell's what I would have done it. No, I didn't. No.
17.
Okay, 17. He's kind of like baffled that you're accusing him, but just judging by his demeanor, he's kind of like, "What? No, I definitely did not do it." Like, you could sense there's a little bit of something in his voice of like confusion, but also like him trying to convince you almost that he did not do it.
Is he trying to convince me or himself?
Both. He's kind of like,
I don't trust.
He's so in the moment of like, I don't know what the frig is going on right now.
I don't trust you, and neither does the duck. So
I don't trust you either. Haha.
We'll give him that look of like a disappointed, like when your mom looks at you like you've done something stupid. Yeah, that's the kind of look he got.
Look, I don't know what you're thinking. I did not do anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Well, maybe you should sit there and not piss your pants, man. Miss Margaret, what do you know about everybody who's here? Do you know everybody, or you just meet most of us for the first time?
I'm familiar with pretty much everybody here except for yourself and your brother, and I am aware of Drake. I've read his books before he arrived here, so, but I've never actually met him in person.
Right.
She's also not making eye contact. She's staring at the floor.
Miss Margaret, do you have any reason to believe that any of us would harm your father for any reason?
Everybody has a reason to kill him.
Oh, I don't. I'm just, like, we just met the man. My brother and I have no reason to kill him.
Why?
So
he's been talking to your parents about the farmland.
Well, I didn't know that, so why would I have any reason to kill him?
He wants to take it. For himself.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so I wouldn't have had any motive to kill him at the moment.
Well, how do I know that?
Because I'm just now telling you I had no motive. Man, if I really killed your father, do you think I'd be sitting here consoling you?
I don't know. Sounds like something a killer would do.
You're right, Baxter.
He's immediately, like, hands up, like, don't look at me!
Listen, I'm trying to find out what happened. But it almost sounds like you're pointing fingers at me and my brother. I asked you a general question why you think somebody here would have reason to kill your father.
Reason. Sister was forced to break up with me because of my father. Lady Bellamere had a deal gone wrong with my father. Lord Alexander was supposed to have this grand proposal with each other, but no, Lord Alexander didn't want anything to do with the company, therefore my father got mad, so all I know is that my father tried to send people after each individual person for trying to just intervene with his business in improper ways, and I just am so tired and done with everything.
Insight check. I swear to God, Dice, if you fuck me up, I'm not gonna roll you no more the rest of this night. 18.
she is now starting to kind of convert her, I guess, her anxiousness and sadness into anger. She's frustrated. She's getting upset, and she's kind of redirecting it to you and trying to pinpoint it to you and blame everything, her father's death, everything going on, and she's kind of like swelling up in this sort of like rage at this point.
That's real rude of you to try to direct all this at me when I'm trying to help you.
You're the one accusing everyone. You're the one who's making things worse right now.
I'm making things worse.
I want you to leave. Get out of my room.
Ma'am, I'm starting to think you killed your own father, and Betty will fucking leave the room. Baxter, let's go.
Yes, ma'am. Baxter is zero hesitation. I'm still grabbing, like, holding onto his tail. And he, like, looks back at Margaret, looks at the door, and he's like, I'm gonna follow Betty. And continues off.
Smart man there.
Indeed.
Lady Walker, you don't think she did it? Did she do it?
Mm.
I don't think she did it.
Miss,
Why would she do it? Why
Miss
would she
Bac-
kill her father? I don't understand.
Mr. Baxter, shut up. I'm gonna ask you one question. I don't need you to ask me a bunch.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, were you aware of your broken engagement with this lady?
Fortunately, I had to. Lord Baxter threatened to take away all of my support and finances, my funding, if I didn't break up with her, unfortunately.
Why were you invited to this party if he didn't like you?
I don't... See, that's what's been trying... Finally! Somebody figured it out!
I wouldn't have invited you either if I thought you weren't any good for my daughter. Did you have any interactions with Mr. Man
No,
tonight?
the whole
What's his
night.
name?
He just stared at me. And I kept sitting there, wondering, why was I invited? I was just happy at my archaeological dig sites, minding my own business before I got this invite. And I thought, hey, maybe he's trying to
Can
make
I
up.
see your invite?
Yeah, it's in my room, though. I don't have it on me.
Let's go to your room and get that invite.
Okay, yeah. It's
Savant
this
is
way.
waddling behind.
Forgot about the duck.
As you guys are walking towards Baxter's room, you in particular hear a bit of a commotion.
Where's it coming from?
It is coming from up ahead. So so you go down the hall, and it's near where the study is. It's where that kind of like that balcony area is that leads into the great hall area.
Well, what kind of a commotion am I hearing?
So you heard what sounded like an angry voice, and some scuffling, and then you heard kind of like what it sounded like snapping of wood. And as
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
Towards it.
yeah,
What?
Baxter.
That was not the deal.
That wasn't the deal. Betty doesn't listen to Bo.
Baxter's like right behind you, and you see that there's a piece of that balcony completely given away. You do see Saber on the ground with Lord Daxton's body.
Like you pushed it off the ledge?
It kind of seems like he was kind of walking through, and it was kind of like he stumbled and it fell, like he fell with the body.
Where are you going with the body, dude?
I'm trying to put it in a safe spot. Obviously, I have failed.
Obviously. Listen, my guy, what the fuck? You could put that body back. Sorry, Becca was slipping through. I guess just leave the body there because like you're just messing with the crime scene.
Did anyone inform of any police?
I'm the police now.
Yes, ma'am. And he will kind of just drop the body.
Oh.
I thought you were with the other group.
No, I was instructed to go see if there were carriages that were broken.
Well, you're not doing that, are you?
There were no carriages that were broken.
Yeah. Is Baxter still with me?
Yeah, Baxter's with you.
All right, Saber, you're coming with us. I don't trust you to be alone.
Very well.
The other group's gonna stumble on the body and be like, "What the fuck happened?" is he on the balcony or did he get pushed off the balcony?
It almost seems like he was not quite pushed off, but like he fell off the balcony.
So the body fell off the balcony and Saber dropped it off the balcony?
Like he fell with the body.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. So the body is now at the bottom, but Saber has to stay with us because we're going back to Baxter's room to get that invite. Because I want to see if it's very similar to ours.
Okay. Baxter will continue leading the way, and Saber's gonna kind of find his way up the stairs with you guys. And in the process, Baxter's gonna be like, "Are you okay? That was quite the fall." And Saber is just gonna like, "I'm fine," and just nonchalantly just like act as if nothing happened. But you could definitely see like he's cut up from the wood splinters, and he may have like a broken finger. But you guys make it to Baxter's room, and he reaches into one of his bags and he pulls out the same invite.
Mr. Saber, do you know who was all on the guest list?
Yes, it was Lady Bellamere, Lord Alexander Walton, Lord Baxter Varagorn, yourself, your brother, Drake Mallard.
The invitation is the same. Saber, do you know why they'd invite Baxter if they don't like Baxter?
I do not recall of any information in regards to why Baxter is not liked. All I know is that he was invited.
Guess they don't tell the staff anything. Alright, we're going back to the study.
Okay. Yeah, you make it back to the study.
I'm gonna try to find the invite list.
Yeah. It's easily on the desk there. I'm not gonna make you have to roll for it. And sure enough...
Is Baxter on there?
Yeah. Baxter's on
Does
there.
it look like the same? Is it the same handwriting?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to meet up with the rest of the party and find them. I'm gonna start just shouting, Marco, and tell Bo yells back Polo.
Polo! Guys, we gotta wait. Hold on. Polo!
What are we waiting for there? Oh,
Hold on.
I think
Polo!
just yell
Marco!
that Savant will lead the way.
Polo! No, hang on there. Hang on. Polo!
You guys catch up.
That's how I found my family in Walmart.
What is well?
It's a place where you go to shop. They got everything you need.
Do they have a lizard feed?
I'm
It's
sorry,
a really good general store, and yeah, they got mead.
Yeah.
The general works there. That's crazy. Met him a few times.
Yeah. Hey, so y'all left that woman up there by herself? Because I see you got Baxter here.
That's what do you say about that, Savant? Oh, yeah.
I think she did it.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy. Baxter, did you do it?
I didn't do anything. Why is everybody accusing me? I didn't do anything.
I never accused you of anything. I asked, did you do it? Did you
She
leave
was
her up
accusing
there
me.
alone?
I understand.
Wait, I just asked if you
You
left
have a lot to gain, sir.
Mr. Baxter, I was asking if you left the woman up alone.
Yeah, she ordered me to.
Oh, okay. I can see how my word that I was accusing you. I was just asking if you left the woman alone. Sorry, that is my mistake.
I mean, everything belongs to the daughter now, right?
Oh, that would be a horrible mistake. She has no idea how to run anything, isn't that right?
Well, isn't that where Mr. Baxter would have the most to gain?
Wait, are you?
I mean, with him schmoozing with Miss Bellamy there, I don't know how that would go.
Maybe he's trying to get both of them.
Are you trying to hire him, young man?
Hey, what lines do you use? Just give me a few of them.
Lines? I don't. What?
You know, for getting both the women, you got the one with the money and the one with the looks. What kind of lines do you use? Like, do you have one that works all the time, or do you have like different ones for specific situations?
Called being nice.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
You
Like,
just talk to the women and you get to know them, be friends with them.
well, yeah, but what do you say that makes them go ooh la la? Like, what's your line?
Start off by I'm listening to you. Really, it does help.
Holy shit!
Never thought about that one, did you, there, Bo?
Yeah, no, I never thought to do that. Do you mean it when you say it?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I? It's how I get to know them.
Interesting.
Why are we talking about this at a time like this?
What better time than in a dark tunnel filled with the light up symbols?
After a death,
I mean,
That's crazy.
Also, I want to point out that y'all let the butler go, and he tried moving the body out of the study, and then he fell over the railing, and
he fell over the railing. What an idiot.
now the body is at the bottom of the stairs towards the entrance.
Oh, shit. Mr. Saber, what the fuck?
I was trying to move the body into a more discreet area so that we can no longer have a rotting body in the study.
You could have asked for help.
Do you have emotions, sir?
No, I do not. Thank you.
No offense, but bodies don't decompose that quickly.
Yeah.
Typically, you have to throw them to the pigs to get them to decompose faster.
Are you a real person?
Are you?
I am a dragonborn.
But don't they have emotions?
I was trained to not show my emotions.
Oh.
By a group of hitmen?
That's fair. No. We had people in town that were like that too. They were guards. They had to act like that. I get it. It's okay, man. When you're with us, you can smile. It's okay. I'll pretend not to see it. If you need to cry, you let me know. We'll go into a different room. You can cry with me. I'll cry. It's okay.
Mr. Saber, were you trained by assassins?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Why did you assassinate the head of the estate?
I did not assassinate. That is the sloppiest work I've ever seen.
Do you know who did it?
I do not.
Do you have a sneaking suspicion?
I do not.
I don't know why, but I believe him.
I still think it was the daughter.
Well, then why the hell did you leave her by herself?
Because we're all together. Everyone else is together. She can't kill nobody if we're all together.
But she's already killed who she wanted to kill. She owns everything now.
I say we separated groups of two, and then whoever dies, we know who killed them.
That's not how that works.
I ain't real good at math, but that one don't add up.
Handcuff everybody to a railing, and the first person to try to murder the others is clearly the killer.
Look, let's go back to Margaret. All of us.
Should we call for officials or somebody who's like meant to do this?
They're not coming out into this storm.
Oh.
Miss Anne, could you be kind and just to lead us back to the room?
Of course, yes.
Thank you, Miss Annabelle.
Annie, just Annie.
Miss, Betty wants to be the very last in the group, walking behind everybody.
Drake will be close to the front behind Miss Annie.
Annie is going to start tapping some more of the walls through the secret passageway.
This is the way to Lady Margaret's room.
Yeah, she could pass it straight to her bedroom. That's creepy.
Yes, all of the rooms have a secret passageway, so that us servants can traverse through the walls very easily.
So do our bedrooms have secret passageways?
Yes, of course. How else did the breadcrumbs get in there?
Spying on us while we sleep? I thought you just opened the door.
No, I snuck in there.
Annie, did you spy on Bo while he was sleeping?
No, why would I do that?
I mean, I could tell you why.
I'm kidding.
You can roll an insight. What?
I don't know why I keep doing this. Watch, I get a nat 20 again. No, 14.
She is genuinely confused.
Go in my room when I was sleeping.
People's rooms in the middle of the night if they ring the bell.
Shit, I forgot to do that. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be in my head.
You have a head? That should be a head taller. Saber, I command you to laugh.
Ha, ha, ha.
Good man. Good assassin man.
You're welcome.
Are you going to be looking for a job after this?
I would love a new job.
Would you like to work at my tower?
Are there going to be ducks?
Yes.
I would love that.
Good. Would you like to hold Petunia?
Absolutely.
Here you go.
And
He'll place the dragonborn's head.
he cracks like the toothiest smile, but his eyes do not reflect it.
Terrifying. Anyways, are we almost there, Miss Anne?
Yes. Just one more sigil, and done.
And the doorway before you guys kind of starts glowing like this bluish glow, and she opens it, and you are welcomed into Margaret's room.
Is she in here?
Yeah, she's staring out the window.
Is there a lot of stuffed animals in here?
No, there are no stuffed animals. She's got a lot of books though. Like there's piles of books along one of the walls.
I would like to subtly look for a diary.
Okay. You can roll for stealth and then roll for perception or investigation.
Savant behind Miss Margaret.
She kind of ignores you. Like, she ignores everybody who just entered the room. She's just staring out the window.
That is a natural 1 with an 8 stealth, and then a 20 perception.
She definitely, like, everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? As you're, like, sifting through her shit.
I did not notice. I'm just like, shit, I hope nobody heard that, and I just keep looking.
But you do end up finding her diary.
Score.
Margaret's like, why is everybody here? But she's still kind of staring out the window.
You were alone. If there was a killer walking the walls, we would want you to be alone, because they'd just kill you. Unless you want to die, that would be weird.
I'm gonna go into the hallway with her diary, just kind of sit down against the wall and read it, but skip over the big words. 1 or 2 syllables. Cut it.
The 2 syllables. Oh god. The cat.
Me and yes, love me.
Yeah, basically.
Betty's gonna join him because she know Bill can't read. Read
Can't
well, I
read?
should say. Read
Bo
well.
can't weed.
Bo can't read.
Can we well?
I can read
Oh,
just
no.
fine.
Mhm.
The stupendous. All right, here you go. Fuck.
I guess to kind of like make it a little easier, is there something you're looking for specifically in the diary?
I'm evil and kill my dad.
Marie's head?
Oh,
Um,
or
oh,
any tea, any good tea,
ooh, you want the good shit.
or anything about the mom.
Is she secretly in love with the weird elf lady?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's some good tea there. Yeah,
Oh my god.
if that's in there. It's definitely noted.
So you're reading through her diary and just like quick skim basically and going to the big words. You can read that her father was definitely like involved in the fact, of the breakup and shit like that. She was trying everything that she could to kind of go in behind her father's back to try to see Baxter. So she would often take the secret passageways to leave the estate to go see him, or vice versa. He would go through the secret passageways to see her. So they were still kind of canoodling without him knowing. And from what you could read at the start of the diary, it seemed like her and Bellamere were actually friends at one point, and then they kind of had a falling out a little bit, because it was kind of one of those situations where she found something out about Bellamere and she didn't like it, and then girl stuff and toxic and blah blah blah, and then the friendship ended. The end. And
What'd she find
now
out? What'd she find out about Bellamere?
She found out that she had a thing for Baxter and that things were not very, very kind, because it was one of those, like, you can't take my man sort of situations. And she's like, watch me. And she felt that Baxter deserved Bellamere more than she deserved Margaret, or than Margaret deserved him. And then they had a falling out because of it.
Oh man.
And Baxter was like, well, I'm gonna make it seem like I'm gonna court Bellamere, but realistically, fuck her. She could go away for all I care, because Margaret's my true love, because they were canoodling behind Lord Daxton's back.
Betty, this is sad. They really love each other.
Neither one of these people sound like good people. I don't know why you said.
It makes me sad when love doesn't work out for two people. I just really think they deserve each other. Although I think they're both killers.
I don't think Baxter has the spine to do it.
Baxter doesn't have the back.
Well, is everybody still in this room, right?
Yeah.
What's Elf Lady doing?
Lady is kind of like flipping through some of the jewelry, and she's kind of she's being judgmental. She's staring at Margaret. She's starting to show less calm and more kind of like frustrated at this point.
Oh,
two of you seem to have a weird thing for Mr. Baxter here.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't even seem that great.
Intelligent, sure, but, you know.
I think he seems like a nice fella. He could use a little fucking backbone, but otherwise he's all right.
I could cast reinforced backbone on him, but
No, he just needs some red dirt and hard work.
you're an archaeologist, aren't you, young Baxter?
I like to study history.
That is cool, I
Pussy.
guess. Listen.
I mean, he seems to be getting more than you are. So
Miss Bellamere, are you aware of the fakeness that was going on with Baxter? That he wasn't really trying to court you?
Excuse me?
I guess not.
I'm gonna watch Baxter. If he makes a move towards Betty, he's dead.
I can assure you, I am not interested in your sister at all.
No, motherfucker, in case you're trying to shut her up. What the hell?
From Margaret's diary, is she aware of the fact that he was playing both of them?
She was aware that he was playing Bellamere, but as far as she knows, she's not aware that Baxter was playing her. Because it seemed like, based off the diary, it was part of their plan to kind of reinforce her father's idea that, yes, Baxter is no longer with Margaret. So it's kind of like, in the father's eyes is what they're trying to play him.
Baxter, I'm gonna ask you a real honest question.
Yes, ma'am.
Out of these two women, who is it that you were really wanting to marry?
Ooh.
And zero hesitation, he just points at Margaret.
Aw.
Bellamere, don't act out. I'm gonna just say that before you do.
Bellamere immediately ignores you and just decks Baxter in the face.
I ain't
Oh,
stopping
he absolutely deserved that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably does, yeah.
He's a two-timer with a good line. I think we could ignore one more. I mean,
No, let's not. I don't think he could take another
Let's
one.
not take it too far. He might. He doesn't seem exactly like the constitutional sort.
God, we are the worst detectives.
This way of thinking, and she's gonna go and swing again towards Baxter, but she's stopped by Alexander, who just kind of like grapples her and pulls her away from everyone.
Anywho's,
I'm gonna be 100% honest here. Your little lie cost you a friend, Miss Margaret, over a man, and you were aware of that.
And your point?
I'm just saying, I don't think you are not capable of doing dirty things to get things that you want.
heartless.
So what if I am heartless?
So you killed your dad to be with this man?
I didn't say that.
I don't want to be a broken record, but I'd like to insight check.
Yeah.
Do I have that?
I don't know.
Shit, I sure don't. That's a 6. I want to know everything she knows.
She tells the truth, according to what you can perceive.
I mean, it's her dad. Betty, I don't think she did it. I mean, her father?
Hey, DM. Can I take a step out of the bedroom for a moment?
If he would like, yes.
Okay. And I have this funny thing. I was charlatan, so I could forge like letters and such.
Okay.
So I'd like to forge a letter using her father's handwriting, saying, "If I die, it was Margaret."
Sure.
It was a good idea until you finished your sentence.
And I only want to do that because it will look like his handwriting. Do I need to roll anything for you?
Yeah, so roll me a sleight of hand and add, if you're not already proficient in sleight of hand, add your proficiency bonus, please.
I am proficient in forgery.
Okay.
And forgery kit, so
Yes.
This is too funny.
sure you don't want me to roll deception.
Oh.
Nope, sleight of hand.
10.
Okay, so a 10. It's the way he does like certain letters that you couldn't quite grasp. Like his signature in particular. It doesn't look quite right.
That was pretty hard to nail.
Well, I might as well try it anyways, because if I can deceive them hard enough, I'm going to walk back in with this forged letter. I'm going to slam it on the table. Well, I just found this funny letter that says that if Lord Baxter dies, it was Margaret. Now can I roll a deception check?
Now you may, yes.
All right, I'm good at these, and since I'm lying, I have advantage. 29.
29. So everybody is kind of looking at this and they're like, oh, well, isn't that strange? And they're all looking at Margaret, who's just kind of like,
How dare you? How dare you believe this?
I want to insight her.
Sure.
The dumbest shit works all the time. 13.
13.
She's pissed at this point. Like her eyes are glowing a little bit and her tail is twitching. But she is pissed and she is staring you down.
Is she pissed because the letter is besmirching her, or is she pissed because this is something that would basically telling everybody that she did it?
Incriminate her. You can't quite pick out which one or the other. You just can tell that she's pissed.
And what about everyone else in the room? What's everyone's facial expressions?
Baxter's really uneasy. Bellamere is kind of like, haha, serves you right, bitch.
Okay, so she's stupid and fell for it.
Alexander is like confused.
Good.
Annie is shocked, and Saber is
Saber. Okay, can I try to insight Baxter just to see what his full reaction is?
Sure.
Try to read into him more.
Yeah.
23.
23.
He is extremely nervous, and his behavior is very anxious.
Did he get more nervous when this paper was brought out?
Yes.
And how are Bo and Betty responding to this?
Well, Betty already thinks that it is Margaret, so now it's just more damning evidence against. Because I can't beat a 29.
He's good at lying.
I can't beat a 29.
He's good at lying.
Yeah. What's Bo's response?
Bo's looking around the room and just kind of looks up and he goes, huh?
That's a good response.
Huh?
I'm gonna look at Baxter because he looks more nervous now, and he's a spineless little fucking. I have another word I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. So Betty's gonna approach him and she's gonna like look at him and be like, "Now, Baxter, I know you did not come up with the plan to two-time Miss Bellamere."
He's just trying to control his breathing. His eyes are wide, and he's staring at you.
I know it wasn't you. I know it was Miss Margaret. Because between the two of you, she seems like the planner in all of this stuff.
Yeah, quite intelligent, really.
And I just need you to be real honest with me. Are you aware of the fact that she killed her father to be with you? Don't look at her, look at me.
He immediately, I dart back to you. I'm glad you think that I didn't plan it.
Or are you saying you did? Also, you didn't answer my question.
He's just gonna crack a smile.
Insight check! This is Insight Check the One Shot. Is that the title?
You get an
Insight
insight. You get an insight.
11.
Everybody gets an insight. 11?
Something's off.
Bo's just gonna cock his head at this dude, Baxter, and be like, man, what the hell's wrong with you? That's her dad. Like, do you feel nothing?
Feel terrified.
I mean, you should. What's wrong with you people? You know, eventually a day's gonna come when you go to greet the Lord Lathander, and you ain't gonna have this money, land. You're not gonna have the mind stuff. You're just gonna have you and the deeds you've done. And this is what you're gonna have to look at with nothing else.
Well,
He's gonna look over at Margaret. I just wanted her to be happy.
No, I'm sure you do. As a man, we should all want the women we want in our lives to be happy. As I am a great listener, and I mean it.
Be perfectly honest. Maybe we'll let you go if you just admit to it now.
That's
I
true.
want to deceive him.
I mean it.
You want to Yeah, you can roll deception.
Can I aid him with the wrong idea? Bo's like,
How?
yeah, we're gonna let you go, except for they have different meanings.
Yeah, 19 deception.
Yeah, he believes you.
I'm the best liar.
So it's a great skill.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. Wizard never lies.
Look, man, the longer you live with secrets, the more it tears at you, tears down your soul. That's all right. Just let it go.
I planned everything.
No shit. Told you, Betty. Men are smart, but you shouldn't have done that.
But I didn't do it.
Oh, I mean, any of it.
We did it.
Oh, that sounded cold. Betty, I think they're crazy.
No shit, Bo.
Yes, yes. It's quite understandable, really. I've heard of much worse happening when it comes to romance. Heard of a man poisoning himself for it, see?
What kind of man poisoned himself for romance?
Shut the fuck up. That's how.
So, how'd y'all do it?
Did you, like, stab him together or something? Like, that's crazy.
We used the servants' quarters, and the goal was to be able to travel discreetly like the servants. And, well, Margaret was supposed to pose as a distraction, and things were going well, and then things weren't. I wasn't as graceful as I would like to have been when I opened the door, and so when he saw me, things did get a little argumentative, but no struggle. And while he was focused on me, she just stabbed him. We had taken weapons, both of us, each of us, your weapons.
Oh, I don't have any weapons.
Weapons from the code check.
Yes, yes, it's quite obvious, yes. But why go through all this trouble?
Everything was going to be under her name. She would have the entire estate, all of the funds, and everything. She would then fund my archaeological digs. She was then going to partner up with as many people as she possibly could to build her empire.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, there was a way to literally brain dead someone. You could have just put that in his tea, and it would have been so much cleaner and easier. He would have been put in a psych ward, and you never have to deal with him again.
Betty, I think I was right.
What?
They did it for the money.
Obviously, Bo.
Man, it wasn't for love.
Do you feel less bad for him?
I do. Some bitch.
Well, now we need to make sure that the servants aren't gonna, go after us. Annie, Savant, did you know about this? Or Saber, whatever the hell you name.
Savant's the duck.
Savant's the duck. That's where I got that.
I had no information provided to me in regards to the events that had taken place this night.
So you just moved the body for shits and giggles?
I wanted to clean up.
Okay.
He is a butler, yes. That makes quite sense. So like, what's your plans now? Like,
You said you were hiring,
I am, yes.
therefore there is my plan.
Okay. Do you mind if I take Savant off your hand, or Saber off your head, Miss Margaret?
Well, it sounds to me like I'm not going to be needing him anyways.
They're going to jail.
Who's going to jail?
The murderers!
I thought we were going to let them go.
Why the fuck would we let them go?
Because they were honest.
You're not.
Their souls feel good.
Wait, you said we were going to be fine.
Yes, I did. He didn't.
Jail is not fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
Not what we agreed on.
Lothander would have not allowed y'all to go without justice.
Fuck Lathander.
Oh no, now
Okay,
you did it.
I'm stepping away from this.
Now you've
Bo,
done
you
it.
can have your
Hold
way with
on
them.
there, sir. I have not disrespected you, your lady friend, or your way of life. However, you will not disrespect the Lord Lathander in my presence or my blessed sister. Now you will say sorry, and you will accept a lightened soul that you have gotten here today, or I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm not sorry.
Oh hell no, I'm gonna fuck them up. Oh, you know what? First, I'm gonna summon Betty,
Me?
I'm sorry. What?
my pig companion.
You're what?
My pig companion?
You named a pig after your sister. That's so funny.
Damn right I did.
That's so funny.
Fucking weird.
That's so funny.
A spiritual pig, fully grown, about 250 pounds, about 4 feet long, about 3.5 feet off the ground, is gonna appear and he's gonna say, "This is Betty," named after my sister, because she gets on my nerves sometimes. Now you say sorry, or Betty is gonna bite you in the leg area.
And he's gonna try to run.
Betty, get him.
I cast Thorn Whip.
Okay, go ahead and make some rolls.
What kind of roll do you want to do here?
I want you to roll to attack. Good bow with
Okay.
Betty.
Get him, Betty.
Sick him!
30 foot, and it pulls him back 10 feet if I hit him at all.
Yeah.
And my spell attack bonus is +7. 17 to hit.
I'm gonna assume that hits because
Oh,
there ain't no
shit.
way he's wearing armor.
He's in his jammy jams.
We are all in our jammy jam.
It's a 25 to hit. Betty oinks at him and fucking
Yeah.
bites him in the calf with that 25.
He takes 8 points of piercing damage, and he is pulled 10 feet back to me. Where are you going? We're not talking.
Giant pig!
The pig's gonna bite him for 13 points of damage.
Ow.
Betty's gonna pick up Savant and walk over to Margaret with the duck in her hands.
Get that with it. No, get it!
I'm afraid of ducks, by the way. This is confusing.
Savant, don't let her leave, and Betty will put the duck down.
No. You stay. No.
Petunia circles her other side. The ducks are circling her.
And it looks like she's trying to do some, like, somatic components of a spell, but she keeps, like, fumbling because she's trying to watch these ducks and she's screwing up her spell incantations every time.
Can I try to grapple him, or
Yeah, if you would like.
I would like to?
Isn't he already being grappled by a pig?
Is he held by your spell, or he was just pulled back? Oh,
He was
very good.
pulled back.
I think he's already being held if the pig's got a chomp on him.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. I cast Conjure Woodland Beings. 8 ducks appear. And all 8 ducks are circling Margaret.
And she immediately goes into a fetal position. Quack, 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 quack.
She's just surrounded by quack, 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 quack. There's 10 ducks circling her, because one's my pet duck, one's my familiar, and 8 of them are summoned beasts.
Alright, now how do we get the authorities here?
I ain't got time up till morning.
Saber, my good man, do you have handcuffs?
Yes.
You handcuff both of them.
Yes.
And make sure, do you have jail cells in this building?
No.
Oh. Do you know how to make one?
Yes.
Can you do that?
No.
Oh, dang.
Bo, are you wearing socks right now?
I mean, yeah, I ain't trying to get my feet cold. Ma always told me, gotta wear your socks, otherwise feet get cold and you get sick.
You realize that these are 2 spellcasters. Do you mind putting your socks in their mouth? Off your feet. Please don't just put your feet in their mouth.
I'm really glad you said something.
I had to specify. Bo ain't that smart.
Yeah, I get confused sometimes.
The ducks do part to let Saber put handcuffs on Margaret.
Bo takes off his socks, and as he does, he realizes he's been sweating a little bit with all that walking.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
And he smiles as he walks up to Baxter and shoves the sock in his mouth.
Whoa.
Take a deep breath, you son of a bitch. Bo just kind of stands there staring at him, probably eye to eye since he's only 2 foot 10. You don't know how long I'm wanting to do that to someone, I'm gonna be honest. You fucking deserved, I hope you know that.
Wait, oh, this seems to be quite handled. We should probably contact the authorities, of course.
We could send a pigeon.
Do you have a pigeon?
Well, no, but and doesn't the grounds have one somewhere so that they can communicate with other rich people?
Well, Miss Betty and Mr. Bow, we can, of course, figure that out later. The duck might be able to, but I think I might want to leave the ducks on her, you know? Who's afraid of ducks? That's such a weird thing to be afraid of.
I think they're delicious.
Yes, much like pigs. Pigs are much delicious.
Yep.
We can just wait until the morning and then see if the weather subsides, and then someone can go into town.
What if they try to escape or stab one of you in your sleep, or one of us in our sleep? Say, but is there a place to keep them locked?
No.
Dang.
I'm gonna have Betty sit on her haunches right in front of Baxter because she's there for an hour.
We could all do watches, and then
Oh,
enough
2
of
at a
us.
time? Yes.
Yeah.
That does sound like a good idea. Okay. Let's... Who will be first? Because I certainly do not want to be.
I'll be first because, you know, I only have this pig for an hour.
Well, 8 of the ducks will disappear after an hour, but I'll leave them with you.
Well, we could both watch him. Oh, wait, no, you're right. I don't want my sister in here by herself. Betty! Betty!
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the pig?
I'm talking to you. I only talk to the pig to annoy you.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
You want to watch this man and this woman? Make sure they don't do no funny stuff?
Show.
Okay. Can we just knock him out? Hit him on the back of the head with something?
No, here, you can use my staff.
Alright, I'm gonna swing this little staff thing and try to knock him out.
Okay. You go to do that, but Saber kind of steps in front of you. Let me handle it. I've always wanted to do this.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
And he just straight up just goes in for a kick towards Baxter.
Oh, shit.
Nails him in the head. And then Margaret, he just kind of grabs her a little bit. And he just kind of like touches her in certain areas and she just completely knocks out.
I feel like that was deserved.
That felt good.
Yes.
Shit, I think he might smile. Oh shit, what is that? Oh, right there in the corner. Oh my god, is that a smile? I think it is.
He does smile, and this time it's not like an awful toothy grin. It is a genuine smile, and his eyes are like lit up.
How
There
long
it
have you been
is.
wanting to beat the shit out of those two?
You don't even understand.
Nope.
What is your preferred line of work, by chance?
Used to be a hitman.
Oh shit.
Yes. Do you like watching over ducks? And if anybody tries to hurt them, murdering them brutally?
Ducks are my favorite animal.
Okay, good. What's your current pay rate by chance?
We can discuss this later.
That's fair. Make sure you get hired on the double. You'll be quite welcome there.
Yes, sir. So, you guys take turn on your watches. Yeah, they're knocked out pretty much the entire time. Occasionally, Baxter will twitch, awake, and then just realize it's not worth it, and just actually try to fall asleep. And Margaret, full on, is just, she's done. She's just knocked out the entire time. But you guys wake up in the morning. The storm has subsided. Everybody is early, fresh, well slept now at this point. And you guys eventually call the authorities, and they come, they do an investigation. Yes, they can confirm the murder weapon, the culprits, everything is all sorted out. The authorities do thank you for your patience and your contributions to the investigations, and wish you the best of luck, and apologize for any experiences and inconveniences that you may have experienced over the course of the night. And with that concludes the Masquerade Ball festivities.